Hello.
Okay, so how did I start last time? I actually had something planned to say today.
You had something planned?
Yeah, I did. It was well, I guess not anymore, do I? It was something just gonna say
just gotta
because last time I said
improv it.
welcome back, welcome none.
Welcome, yeah.
So I was gonna say welcome back, welcome none, and please welcome to the podcast of Two Minorities and ...
Yes,
Still don't have
yes.
a name.
Just trial episodes.
I called it for
And
the
no
first video.
jokes.
What did I call it? No jokes.
No jokes, I think.
We can also
I
call
saw that
it,
on
we can
the...
maybe call it one table. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Anything. Honestly,
I
dude.
think at the end of the day, it doesn't really fucking matter, does it now?
No, it doesn't. I don't think anyone cares.
But anyway, we're back. It's been a week.
A whole week? Yeah, it's been about a whole week.
7 days.
7-8 days.
What you been up to?
Not much. Just going through some, my own shit, mental breakdowns and
The
work.
usual.
Yeah.
The
Just-
usual for a 21-year-old, 22-year-old.
Yes, especially like our millennials in our generation. Everyone has mental issues, but like we just
Or
don't
so they
talk about
say.
it. Yeah, yeah.
Or so we want to act like we do.
I don't know, man.
You think we do, though? I don't think we do. I think just it's been normalized. And I don't know if it's... So there's two ways to think of this. It's either that we believe that we all have issues and we really don't, or it's been normalized to the extent that we want to have issues to be normal.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, dude, look at like autism and ADHD these days, and it's so common.
I don't think it's common. I think
You
it's
don't
just
think so?
over. I think it's over. What is that word? When it's
Oversaturated.
no, it's overprescribed. Like doctors
Overprescribed.
will
Yeah.
see someone and be like, "Oh, you have ADHD."
Yeah, I
when they
mean,
really
did
don't.
did you see how easy it is? I remember one of my friends told me that he just needs some Adderall, and he literally found a doctor and said, "Hey, I need some Adderall." And the doctor was like, "Oh yeah, just I can prescribe you. Just I'll tell them that you have ADHD."
Ridiculous.
And he got Adderall.
He did.
Yeah, he got Adderall.
That's insane.
And he
at
doesn't
least
have
it's not like
ADHD.
in Mexico, like, well, I have someone
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
that can just grab Ritalin off the shelf and get like a friend to buy it for her.
I don't understand how why it's that easy in other countries to get like these prescribed drugs, especially for
Well,
very
there are
cheap
certain
prices.
things that I believe that should be easier to get. Like, for example, so I don't know if I'm wrong or not, but I know Plan B here
Oh yeah.
can cost like $50.
Oh, it is 50.
And I know I damn well have bought Plan B for like $10.
Yeah.
$5.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know about 5, but I know you can buy a Plan B pill off experience for at least
Yeah.
maximum $9, $12.
No, dude. When you told me that, dude, in
That
other
was like a year and
countries,
a half, yeah,
yeah, in other countries, it's like that markup is so. I mean,
it's insane. And
it's
the thing is, like,
crazy.
I used to think that it was just super hard pill to like manufacture and dog. Like if you can get the generic
No.
version of Plan B in another country, and it still does the same thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's
Yeah.
not like Mexico. No, it's dog. It's
it's
the
like-
same shit.
It's like going to like a designer store, buying like a belt.
It's like the Walmart versus Gucci.
Yeah,
It still
It's
gets
just-
you. It still gets you warm.
it'll hold up your pants.
Exactly.
Yeah.
By the way, I want to say something. I talked to my mom the other day, and please, parents, if you're watching this podcast, click off. I beg of you, please don't watch this. I don't want you watching my stuff. At least not at this point in my life. I don't
Not
want to
yet.
have this conversation with any of you right now.
Until
Just
we're
stop it.
30.
Until we're 30 or until we're somehow successful. I don't want to have these conversations. I don't want you to listen to my
Yeah,
life
yeah.
that I'm making public right now. Please just click off. Please.
They're not gonna
Okay.
click off.
Please click off. And if not, I'm going to start cursing so you guys can get the fuck off here, please. Maybe you don't want to
Yeah.
hear me. Just get
Start
the fuck
screaming.
off, please. I'm just going to start screaming,
You
yeah.
just start being racist.
I went to my cousin's restaurant yesterday, and I was with my grandparents and my mother, and we were talking, and she's like, "Oh, what have you been doing?" I was like, "Oh, I started a podcast with my friend, with Russell."
Who asked you?
My
Your mom?
Yeah, we started talking.
Was she surprised?
She was like, "Oh, really?" Because she
That's
always
it?
comes here and sees my mics and everything, so she
Oh.
knows like a setup.
She knows something's up.
She knows I have a setup. And I was like, "Yeah, we started a podcast." And she's like, "Oh, what's the name?" And I was like, "Ooh,
What'd you call it?
I don't know." And she was like, "What's the name?" And I was like, "Oh, it's called
The
Two
Best
Minorities." I said it's called Two Minorities and ... And I said for now it's called No Jokes. She was like, "Oh, well, what do you guys talk about?" And I was like, "Oh, everything."
Was she mad though about the minorities thing?
No,
I don't think
Dude,
people should be
my
mad.
mom doesn't. No, my mom doesn't care. But she was like, "Wait, really? We're She thought
She
Spanish
thought
people were majorities, dude.
Not
She thought
yet.
Asians were majorities."
No.
And I was like, "What are you talking?" She was like, "Yeah,
Not
I swear."
yet.
And I was like, "Mother, this is when you start realizing the age gap and that like some people just don't. They never look into this shit."
Well, I know. I think in some school districts they consider Hispanics white. I heard. You know that?
No, I think I've seen that they have like Native Americans and then they don't consider Hispanics. They call like Native Americans
And others.
they have Latinos and something else. I
Yeah.
think I've seen them mixed into both.
I think in
Which
my
is really weird. I find that really strange.
in my high school they considered Asians white, I believe.
What?
At one of the high
But
schools.
they're
I went
not.
to 2 different high schools.
They're not white.
Yeah, but you know. I don't know.
They just don't give a fuck anyway.
No, they don't.
I love how
really
you
don't.
can say prefer not to say. It's like really
Prefer not to say
I
their
think
race.
the only way I'd say prefer not to say is if I was white, because then I would be considered a majority, and you don't want to be considered a majority if you're
Oh
trying to apply
no,
for something.
dude. No, you do not want to. It's the harsh reality we live in. I mean, like I know at a lot of jobs I worked at, they prefer diversity, which is kind of
100%.
I don't know. I just feel like that's kind of wrong. I just feel like if you can do the job, you should be able to get the job, you know?
Of course.
Like going to
Of course.
Harvard or something.
No, of course. It makes complete sense. Like, it doesn't make sense why you would want to exclude the majority. So, like, I was on a WhatsApp group chat right now, and someone was talking about some ignorant dumbass that I call a friend somehow. He was talking about how black people don't deserve the Oscar that they won. I didn't see the Oscars yesterday, but they were yesterday.
Oh, they were yesterday?
Yeah, the Oscars. That's how much I don't give a fuck
Oh,
about
that's why
Hollywood
there's
anymore.
memes. I see those
Yeah.
Oscar memes, and I'm
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
what is going on?
And
I'll look it up right
Black
now.
Panther won an award.
For what?
I don't know.
For Best Picture?
I don't know, to be honest. But the point is that
No.
so he was saying that black people don't deserve the Oscars because they're minorities and they're being just included. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Holy shit.
And he was like, yeah, you know. And I was like, wow, you're so out of touch with your racism. He's actually white, by the way. I was like, you're so out of touch with your racism that, and I rarely say this, but this dude is racist because he doesn't even know that last year people were complaining that black people weren't winning Oscars
Mm-hmm.
because they rarely do.
Mm-hmm. No.
And I said, I was like, listen, you don't understand. The sad thing about being a minority is that statistically you're going to be underrepresented.
yeah.
Underrepresented.
Yeah.
Underrepresented. Yeah.
Underrepresented.
Underrepresented. Because it's in the name. Like,
Yeah.
you're a minority statistically, therefore you will be underrepresented
Mm-hmm.
statistically.
Mm-hmm.
It's common sense. So I feel like when we start doing affirmative action, I'm really against affirmative action.
Oh, I agree.
I really am. I mean, there has to be
agree.
there has to be something put in place to help people, because it would be pretty insane though. Like if you get like 10 kids and then there's 2 black people and 1 Latin, 1 Asian,
Mm-hmm.
and then they just like, oh, but these 6 white kids are better. So we'd all be out of a job. Like we have to be realistic about that.
Exactly.
But when you start forcefully putting people in, it starts getting pretty crazy.
Exactly. Yeah, one of the jobs I used to work at, they would interview people, and if you had different colored hair, they would choose you. If you had some like abnormity, you know?
Different colored hair.
Yeah, yeah.
So like blue-eyed kids were just walking.
If you
Are
had
you sure though? Because I feel like then
it's
we would have a
weird,
lot of
isn't it?
white blue-eyed kids.
I mean, like, I'm not gonna name the company, but if you do go there
Drop it, fuck it. Burn the bridge, Russell.
Name
the
drop
bridge. Burn the bridge.
at Apple,
Oh shit!
Yeah.
We're calling out Apple. Apple,
yeah,
never hire this kid again.
No, I worked there. I'm done with it. But yeah, they would just we did a group interview, and I remember like there were about 5 out of like 10 people that had different colored hair, like tattoos, like, you know, like they don't look average.
But do you think it's
And they got
because,
callbacks.
do you think it's because were they young? They were young, weren't they?
No,
they weren't.
One was like a 28-year-old.
That's
was a
young, though.
woman.
Come on, just because we're 22 and 21 doesn't mean 28 years are old.
I guess, but I mean, not a lot of old people. I mean, I don't know.
But I'm saying because I feel like they don't do that because they want minorities. They do it because, well, I mean, first of all, tattoo doesn't make you a minority. Let's get that.
Oh,
off
of
the table.
course,
We're not
of course
that
not.
ignorant people.
No.
But I feel like they do it because they want to look younger.
Yeah, I agree.
So like they want the purple haired.
They want that
kid
millennial.
They want
you
that
know.
purple haired tattooed kid that's a film major.
Yeah, that's a film major.
That's literally my friend Josh, by the way.
Has like a
Literally tattoos, purple hair, film major.
film major.
That's literally what he is.
Yeah, I mean, but I respect Josh though.
What did they win?
Okay, so Black Panther was actually nominated for 6 awards. They won 3
All
out of 6.
non-deserving.
Yeah, all non-deserving. I don't.
Maybe
it was
costume design.
Costume design.
Did they get nominated for costume
I
design?
don't think
They
so.
didn't get
I didn't really like. I'm not racist or anything.
This dude hates
but-
black people, by the way.
No.
That's why we don't have a black third host. We had a black third host lined up, and he was like, "Nah."
Yeah, I was the guy that just
He axed him.
yeah, I read
You're
like
like, Christian, we've known each other for so long that this friendship isn't going to be
I
able
was
to
like,
continue.
no, I can't have that. No, I'm kidding.
We can't have any black people right here. I'm sorry.
Can't have any people darker than me. no. I have black friends. But anyways, so they won 3. And you know what's shocking? They're actually nominated for Best Picture.
Absolutely wild. What were the other movies nominated?
For Best Picture? Well,
Yeah.
let me tell you what they won. They won Best Original Music Score, which is okay. I
don't know what other movies were nominated, so I can't.
Yeah,
really
I mean, I can see why. I mean, costume. I didn't really think the.
were they nominated for costume?
They won. They won
Oh,
for
they
costume.
Dude, they deserve it. What other? What,
Yeah,
give
I don't
me
like that
give me the
CGI
competition.
though. Oh, okay. Okay, well, let me tell you the third one. They also won Best Production Design, which is some BS Oscar.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, so they won.
Well, you say that now, but imagine the people who
Oh, yeah.
actually produce it.
Oh, for sure. No,
They feel
they're
so
big
insulted
names.
by that.
Big names. But let's see who else was nominated for Best Picture. I can read it off to you. Okay, so Best Picture for the Oscars, Bohemian Rhapsody,
Okay.
The Favorite. Never heard of that. Black Panther,
So good that we didn't see it.
Black Klansman.
Dude, that movie, listen,
I like
Spike
Jordan
Lee can
Peele.
fuck off,
I don't like Spike Lee though.
but that movie is so good. I told you to see it. You didn't see it.
Yeah,
I
but
went with my
just don't like
ex-girlfriend
Spike
and she
Lee.
cried. She's not even
Really?
black. Listen, if you're watching this, I'm gonna name drop her. Paola, come on, girl. You're not black. You're
Ooh.
Mexican. Why are you crying for black? So she was like, "Oh, but you don't understand. They've been through so much. They've been through so much." And I'm like, "Yeah, I do understand because Latin people were also slaves."
Oh, look
People
at
really
the
forget
Asians
about
too.
that.
The Asians were the Asian Holocaust.
Yeah, but people just, I think, skim over that. But I was
Yeah,
like,
no
really?
one
I was
cares
looking
about
at her in the
us.
movie. I was like, come on.
Come on.
Really? What are you doing right now? Come on.
It's like you're on NFL. Come on.
Who won Best Actor?
Best actor in a leading
Yeah,
role.
there it is.
Rami Malek. Oh, that's the
I
guy.
didn't see Bohemian
Oh,
Rhapsody.
well,
I
I
decided
mean,
not to.
I love Queen, but I like that guy. He's a great actor. But oh wow, wait, he beat Christian Bale and Bradley
Damn,
Cooper
Bradley Cooper was nominated.
and Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe. I like Willem Dafoe.
Wow.
I don't know who this guy is. Viggo Mortensen.
Green Book? I told you to see, we should see.
Oh yeah,
we were going to see
supposed
Green Book 3 days ago, and he was like, and we were like,
chose
nah, let's see
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man was badass.
Spider-Man was badass.
loved it.
So I
I
don't
loved
know.
it.
I don't know if Green Book has anything on Spider-Man.
Yeah,
but-
exactly. Oh, Adam Driver was in Black Klansman.
Wait, so Best Score, was Mary Poppins nominated or anything?
What was that?
For Best Score, was Mary Poppins or
Best
something nominated?
score. Let's see.
There it is.
Um,
Music original score.
no, yeah, she was.
Of
They were,
course it
they were.
was, Yeah.
But
And
Black-
original song?
Original song, "Shallow"
From what?
from A Star Is
Star Is
Born.
Born.
I could see that.
I didn't see that movie.
Oh, it's with Lady
Yeah, so I'm
Gaga
just talking out of my
and
ass.
Mark Ronson.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just talking out of my ass. I haven't seen any
I
of these
love
movies.
Mark Ronson.
On that topic, we were actually talking about this the other day. We went to Cheesecake and we were listing off our favorite. We got the idea off a bullshit meme post we saw
Mm-hmm.
that had that was like top 10 rappers and it didn't have Eminem on it, and I was triggered because I'm a huge Eminem fan.
I'm a huge Eminem fan too.
And so, and we're not white, so take that, fucking haters online.
Honestly,
And so I was thinking of what are your top 5 songs of all time?
top 5 songs
Of all time
rap songs.
in general.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus
I know,
Christ.
right?
That's gonna be a lot of Motown.
I didn't even write mine down because I felt like if I think they're the best songs, I will remember in the moment.
Honestly, like I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe top 5, maybe one song in the top 5 would be from 2000s.
Okay, so while you think about this, I'll give you mine.
You already have yours.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like
Jesus.
I because I thought about this. So, we both have like crazy we have a very big range of what we listen to.
Yep.
So I feel like I have to include some different genres, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like if we just go top 5 songs of all time and we just list pop songs, we'd look like fucking retards.
No, of course we look like stupid people.
So, number 1, I'm gonna put "Freebird" in there
Freebird by
Yes,
Leonard Skinner.
because
that's a
that
good choice.
solo. I
Guitar
was listening.
solo.
Yeah, that guitar solo.
Mm.
When I was listening to it the other day in my car, I was like screaming. It is so good.
Oh, it's great.
It is just
I love that
insane.
song. Freebird is an amazing song. Leonard Skinner
Then
is amazing.
number 2, if you don't put Bohemian Rhapsody, in your fucking top 5, you have some issues going on.
Damn.
You have to have Bohemian Rhapsody.
Damn, now you're pressuring me to
And
put
then
Bohemian Rhapsody.
number 3, so now we have 2 rock. I actually put 2 rock in there.
Okay.
Then number 3, I'm going to put Stan.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because I just feel like it's so good. It's so good.
I think that's worthy.
It tells a beautiful story.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not beautiful. It's actually kind of fucked up. But it tells it's an amazing example of how you can tell a story. And there's some insane lyrical prowess in there also. And then my other 2 I'm actually forgetting at the moment. I think I also have to put like Hotel California in there.
Hotel California is a classic.
Yeah,
it's a
because
staple.
also the solo is just God.
It's a staple.
These guitars.
I don't know. I think like people that say rock is dying, I don't think so. I mean, like there's a lot of us still out there. Obviously, there's millions. But like our media is so focused on, like rap coming up or any pop.
Yeah.
Did you choose your 5th song?
Yeah, and I just came up with it. And the 5th one, I'm gonna go with 4 Seasons by Vivaldi.
Oh, I like that song. That one's good. That's an old song.
Yeah, it's fucking old as hell. So like 4 Seasons by Vivaldi. So what is it? 4 Seasons, Bohemian Rhapsody,
Stan,
Freebird, and did I say a 5th one?
You said you said Hotel California.
There it is. Yeah.
Okay.
I got Alzheimer's, by the way. It's not coming. It's on set.
It's very strong dementia.
It's 21-year-old dementia. That's what it is. It's all the fucking coffee that we drink.
Yeah, it's a problem. It's a really big problem, but it's a problem that I will never address.
Yeah,
but,
I'm gonna be like, who's this fucking dude that you're gonna go see?
Brendan Schaub.
Brendan Schaub. He on Joe Rogan. I don't know if you've ever seen this, but he had a coffee addiction.
Yeah, he drinks a lot of coffee.
No, he has a
coffee addiction,
dude. Yeah, and I think he tried to get off coffee.
Or there was sponsored by coffee.
Actually, no, he didn't try to get off coffee. He was trying to stop something, I think, and he went on the podcast one day with Joe Rogan, and he drank like 15 cups or something, like in 8 hours, and he ended up throwing up. I think he was cutting or something, and he ended up throwing up.
He was drinking coffee?
Not there, but he had drank so much coffee, I think, that he ended up... Keep in mind, this is Christian facts, so God knows. But I know he threw up on the podcast on air.
Wow.
Like, he grabbed something and he threw up on the mic. Not on the mic, but like on mic.
Yeah, he's sponsored by that coffee company.
Which one?
Black Rifle. It's like everyone's sponsored by that.
No, I know Madrino's sponsors Linus Tech Tips.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. But yeah.
I think it's like cold brew coffee.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Not like,
I like cold brew.
filtered.
Cold brew it has a smoother taste.
Did you pick any of your 5?
You kind of put me on the spot here, but like,
That's what I do.
Yeah, so I'm just going to name like...
My job is to make you look stupid.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to say, in not no order whatsoever, I think Runaway by Kanye is up there.
It's beautiful because it mixes
classic.
Kanye's a genius.
Yeah, I'd say so. I want to say, what was I going to say? Yeah, so Kanye, Runaway. I would say, I'm really into this song called Patches by Clarence Carter. It's like Motown.
Okay.
Motown. I've been listening to a lot of Motown. You know what? I'm going to have to say Hotel California is on there.
Why, though? Because you just like the song in specific, or because the solo is what gets me?
The solo, but also the metaphors and like the diverse wordplay that's in it.
Avid weed smoker,
it's
right
very,
here. Russell
Jesus Christ, no. But anyways, a lot of adjectives, like amazing, just adjectives, like pink champagne on ice, like that type of
There's
stuff.
some crazy imagery here.
Like it's a lot of imagery, and what I consider great albums or songs are like songs that you can listen to constantly. It's not like a song that comes out and you just listen to it for a week or a month and then you never listen to it again. But like Hotel California, like I at least listen to it at least like once every 2-3 days,
Really? It's actually really hard.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of that.
Considering that song is what?
It's
20 years old?
Yeah, it's about 30 years old. Actually, no, longer, dude. If you say 20 years old...
I just dated myself being stupid. It's more than 20.
Random thing, I just freaked me out. But if you say 30 years ago, you're talking about the 90s. 20 years ago, you're talking about the early 2000s. That's kind of scary, isn't it?
That's it, dude.
So maybe like 50 years ago, dude. 50 years
It's all
ago.
downhill from here, dude. After 21 and 22, it's all downhill.
So I'm going to say Runaway, Hotel California, Patches. I was gonna put maybe a little bit of classical music in there, but no, I'm just gonna say.
But nah,
I think classical music is the purest form of music ever. created.
Well, I don't know what the first type of music ever was. Like, do you know what the
Just
first?
cavemen banging on them
probably
sticks.
just some fucking like
Just
snapping. It's probably just some bongo music that they got going on right there.
yeah, just some like banging on drums. But I'm gonna have to say this. I think Mrs. Robinson is up there
I know none of these songs.
by Simon Garfunkel.
Nope.
It's
I
like
know
late
by Simon
60s.
Garfunkel. I know the
Hello, darkness,
of course.
smiles. Yeah,
Hello,
I love
Darkness.
that one. Oh, a really, really, really good song that I love is Harvest Moon by Neil Young. You'll probably hear it in Starbucks
Damn,
or
you're
something.
really going like old school.
I listen to a lot of old. My main genres are like Motown from like 60s to like 90s. That's like the main
and yet
music
you
I
still
listen
have
to.
Drake as your number one artist.
No,
That's
Drake
funny.
isn't.
Yes,
No,
you do.
no.
Last year you had Drake.
Drake? Last year?
Drake.
It was Mac Miller.
Oh, it was Mac Miller
Yeah,
and then
Mac
Drake.
Miller. No, Drake was never.
What?
Drake.
Yes, he was. I'm gonna
2
look
years
this
ago.
up.
2 years
Listen,
ago.
I'm gonna edit this and I will look this up and I will post this on your fucking face right now.
It was 2 years ago. It was Drake.
All right.
But Drake, it's just catchy. It's not my problem. It's not my problem.
You can't blame us for liking the Six God.
I just like that. I don't really like his raps as much. I like that like one dance, passion fruit kind of stuff he produces.
I guess. You know, it's a really good song too. It actually won an Oscar. Scarlett Johansson won the Oscar. Well, not Scarlett Johansson.
Her? Is it from her?
Yeah, from
The
her.
Moon Song?
It's called. Is it called the Moon Song?
Yeah, Karen O. She wrote that
Beautiful
song. I
song.
love that song. I
Beautiful
think
song.
about it all the time, like randomly. I'll just
That
think
song.
about it.
You know what? Now that I was thinking, going back to, I might actually like if I ever had to change the rap song, that I picked, I might put Ultralight Beam over Sting.
Well, that's the thing about music. I think you should like categorize the top 5 of rap. Top 5.
Yeah,
of,
it's a thing. But I'm just
yeah,
saying for
Motown.
we can't just go through all the genres.
yeah,
But
yeah.
Ultralight Beam is beautiful.
Ultralight Beam. I remember my friend Julian. He told me when he first heard it, he cried.
I cried too. I
I
think
don't
you're
know.
I think
I
you're
think I
mistaking
teared up a
Julian
little
for
bit.
me.
No, you and Julian, I
dude.
guess.
Well, he's Colombian, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
So am
Colombian.
I. That's
Yeah,
it right there,
so
dude.
it's
It's all that
like
cocaine
Ultralight
flowing through our
Beam.
veins, dude.
Yeah, the
It's got us
cocaine.
real emotional.
That Medellin. That
That
Medellin.
Medellin cocaine. So we have flowing through our veins.
Medellin.
What else was I thinking? I was also thinking
About music?
Yeah, so I have 2 more topics here, but I was thinking this is gonna be very this is what we're gonna call Christian's hot take of the week,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say that X is the Tupac of our generation. I laugh because I know this would get so many people riled up. This would get so many people riled up. But listen, hear me out, all right? Let me pitch the new Tupac, all right? The straight Tupac, as Soleil would
You
call
have
him.
reasons behind
Soleil would
this?
call him. Yes, listen. So look, my reasons be.
Why?
So just out of the box, he's extremely versatile.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Extremely versatile. Like this man, if you
I
listen
don't
to
think Tupac was very versatile, though.
well,
He
no,
just rapped.
when I say Tupac, I mean influential.
Oh, influential.
I don't mean he's an actual reincarnation of
Oh,
I
okay.
think some people mistake that a lot of times. They think that when they say, "Oh, I'm the new Tupac" or "I'm the gay Tupac,"
I'm the gay Tupac.
when what is this dude's name? Same?
Jussie Smollett.
Jussie,
the
whatever
dumbass?
his dumbass name is. Whenever Smollett says, "I'm the gay Tupac," I feel like he actually thinks he's Tupac. Like he thinks
He's an influential.
he is like
He's just
a
trying to be
poetry writer.
but he's just trying to be like a Colin Kaepernick.
But anyway, the point is that when I think about being Tupac, as I do every single day of my life,
Yes.
I think that Tupac is more influential. Like it's not
Yeah.
the fact that people say, "Oh, he rhymes well." Because I'm gonna go. This is another hot take of mine. I'm not a fan of Tupac.
Me neither.
We're from
I
the
just
East
know-
Coast.
Yeah.
We're from the Southeast Coast. I guess
I like Wu-Tang.
we like more Wu-Tang, Joey Badass, even though they're different.
I love
entities
Wu-Tang.
in itself. But we're more of like the boom clap logic
Yeah,
logic type style. So Tupac is a completely different genre. It's good in its own sense. Like I can never say that it's not good.
yeah.
So the point is, he's really influential. We all know that, right? He died. People say, Tupac died for you. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Oh, so he's like it's like you're saying that like he's like the Michael Jordan of this and that, like kind of like
Maybe,
he's like
yeah.
the
I'm saying
Tupac.
that he was so versatile. Like, if you listen to his old shit, first of all, if you listen to Vice City, everyone go
Mhm.
listen to Vice City
From who?
from X.
Oh, okay.
It's his first song ever published, I believe. Or
Really?
no, it wasn't published. He just put it on YouTube, I think, or SoundCloud. And they have a remastered version that they just took out. And it's really good. It's actually really good. It's like that. It's old boom clap, like
Yeah.
East Coast, West Coast, East Coast type shit. And then you can go like to anything. You can go to Xanax. You can go to like I love it when they run. All that
Mhm.
shit that he did when he was like 18 and 17.
Mhm.
Like, dude, when we were still figuring out what calories were,
yeah,
this man over here was
was
making
making
bangers for Miami.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. And I'm just saying, and then he started coming out with different stuff, and I forgot on what song he says.
What?
Maybe it's King of the Dead. I don't remember which song he says it, but he says, "The more I play with music, the more I like it." He says like the more I play with different instruments, the more I like it. He says
like
it on
that.
track. I
I
forgot. That's
respect
not
that.
verbatim, but he says something around those lines.
Mhm.
And I was like, but you always scream on tracks, Jaw. Why are you doing
Jaw.
this, Jaw? And then you listen to his new shit, or his newer shit, like the question mark and stuff like that, where he has fucking like Spanish music,
Mhm.
and he has rock
Yeah, yeah.
on his new fucking album, even though that's a cash grab. Fuck you, Jaw's mom. You really fucked up there. It's not right.
Yeah, she's
But-
crazy.
He has a song with X. Oh, he had a song with
Oh,
with Kanye.
With Kanye.
Sorry. And it's
And Lil
basically a
Wayne.
screamo rock song.
Mhm.
And it's insane to me. Like he's just so like his music style is so versatile, and he's very lyrical too.
Mhm.
He really is.
I agree.
And he maybe some people who listen to this, like if you're listening to this, whenever you are, if you're like from New York or you're from California, or you're from like fucking Texas, you might not understand, but like X was actually a big deal in Florida. A lot of people don't get this.
oh yeah.
But as Tupac wasn't all over the world, X is a huge deal in Florida and all over the world too now, thanks to Instagram and Twitter and everything.
I don't think he's gonna ever die
I don't think he ever will too.
because
like
of his memes, and like not because of them, only because of memes, but like dude, like if you ever go to his grave, like people are still showing up.
people are still showing up. I
Mhm.
haven't gone. I really do want to go.
And even to like the place that he got shot, people are still showing up.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe he's gonna just gonna be a legend in Miami or in Florida.
Yeah.
But over here in Miami and Florida, like he was wow. Like I see. I
I
go
agree
to
with
Miami
you.
Dade, and I told you this dude that sits next to me, and he has like a members only like case for his phone, and just that like I've never seen.
Yeah.
I've seen, but like Drake cases are rare.
Yeah.
Like you don't see someone rolling around with a MGK phone case
Yeah, exactly.
or a wallet.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't want to like compare like two artists like this, but like, I like Mac Miller a lot. Like, I really like Mac Miller, but you don't really hear much of people like talking about him after he
I
died.
feel like if he would have gotten killed, he might have.
What?
I feel like if Mac Miller would have gotten killed,
Oh,
he
yeah,
might be a bit more popular.
I guess.
But the thing is, X is also
can
much
see.
more like violence.
Exactly. That's why I can see why you think that he's like the Tupac of the generation, because he's got shot.
And also a really important part of this, of my like thesis,
Mhm.
is that if you go, you know the meme that, oh, X saved my life. A lot of people actually do believe that. Like if you go on Twitter, you type X,
Mhm.
and once you get all past the Jeku Mays
trolls.
foreskin memes,
Gekyum.
Gekkum's foreskin memes, you'll start seeing that a lot of people will actually say like, no, X saved my life, because if his music, although it is very controversial, I guess,
Mhm.
a lot of it is very
Very
therapeutic.
influential. Yeah,
and influential, which is an amazing combination.
Yeah.
What's on the intro 17, he says like,
Yeah, I remember.
he says something
He
along
says
the line.
some
He starts talking. He starts spitting lyrics, and he just starts saying some shit like, just use the pain you feel and just listen to the music with me. Just feel it.
And in my eyes, I would troll that.
You would
But-
troll that?
Yeah, I see what like you know that what you take from that, but like sometimes it's just like, I guess it's like a little too serious sometimes, you know.
But do you think so? Because like when we talk about serious shit, a lot of times, you know, we haven't had a lot of things happen to us in our lives. But
Yeah,
dude, X at his age, at our age, because he's younger than we
Mhm.
are.
yeah.
He had already been to prison, had almost killed people.
Mm-hmm.
He's been through a lot of shit, man. He lived in vans. He like
Yeah, he's lived, dude. Like I know somebody that went to high school with him. And that dude, like before the fame, he was crazy.
yeah. Apparently, Russell said that you went to someone.
One of my friends,
Yeah.
one of my friends went to high school with
And he
him.
was still as crazy, right?
Yeah, he was acting crazy in
yeah.
class.
He
Yeah.
dropped out, didn't he?
I don't
Or
know.
did he kicked out?
I'm not sure, but that dude was.
Well, he didn't finish high school. Either way, I'm pretty sure he
Yeah,
didn't finish high
no,
school.
but he went to high school in Sunrise.
Well, he was already in
Florida.
prison by 19 or 18, right? He died at 20.
Yeah, I believe so. I can look it up.
Did he die before 21, dude? Was he actually legally not allowed to drink yet?
He was not
Before
allowed
he
to drink.
died?
That's so sad.
Just with X death, yeah. Age.
Age, right?
Just type his age in. Yeah, just put excess age.
Age. Let's see when he died. He was 20 years old.
He was 20 years old, dude.
Yeah, just about to turn
He
21.
Died before he was legally allowed to drink.
Yeah.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah. He just
that's what baffles me. That's what I say. Like he might be. When I say he's a Tupac of our generation thing, he had so much potential that was just squandered because it wasn't squandered by him. It was squandered by some assholes that hopefully get the chair. They get old Sparky over here in Florida.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
That's
they
crazy.
They shot him for what, like 80 grand, I think it was?
It
for his
wasn't even
Gucci
that
bag,
much,
30 grand in cash, and his like Louis belt. They didn't take the I-8, obviously.
But that's still crazy.
He was
20 years
worth so
old.
much more. And the thing, he actually had tattooed on his face. He had tattooed "Death Before Dishonor."
Really?
Yeah, and there's a video of X fighting
Mm-hmm.
before he died with another guy, and some dude puts a gun up to his face, and I believe X grabs the barrel of the gun and he puts it to his forehead, and he's like, "Do it, you fucking pussy! I
Yeah,
bet
he's
you won't."
crazy.
And he starts screaming like, "Do it, you fucking pussy! I bet you won't! I bet you won't!" And he didn't. And it's said that when X got killed, it's because he was fighting.
Really?
Yeah, that they pulled up. Supposedly, what happened was they pulled up to him,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, "Give me the money," and the first thing X said was, "What the fuck?" And he was like, "Fuck you." And he went up to scrap, and he just got shot like 12 times.
Jesus
I don't
Christ.
know, but he got shot like a lot of times.
Just a random thing. I heard that 6ix9ine's not going to be facing much jail time.
No, he snitched.
He is.
Like he
Well,
should.
he should, right?
snitch. 100.
Yeah.
Dude, listen. So I told you there was this fake quote going around on Instagram. I don't know if it's fake or not, but I doubt they have a recorder in there that he's talking to. But he said something along the lines of, "They were fucking my baby mama without letting me know, like secretly behind my back.
Mm-hmm.
They stole millions from me. They planned to assassinate him, and he's supposed to do federal jail time for him. Fuck
I know.
that.
Yeah.
Fuck that."
I agree. That's crazy.
And I read the court documents that he had for the confession that they put online. He's 22. Geez.
He's 22 years old.
And they were saying that, they weren't saying, he was saying that most of the shit that he actually did illegally was because he was a blood.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the shit that he was getting incarcerated for, he was going to get incarcerated for, was rite of passages. So it was like, oh, if you want to be a real blood, you have to, like, jump this dude.
Yeah.
They jumped him. Supposedly he paid, I think, Christian
What did
fact
you
right
hear?
here. I heard, because I read in the documents that he paid someone to do this, but I don't know if it was the person I'm going to refer to right now. You remember that
Who he
video
paid?
where Chief Keef, I think it was Chief Keef,
Which one? What about
that
it?
he was getting shot at?
Chief Keef? He's always getting shot at.
But no, he was like I think it was Chief Keef. Someone was in Chicago, I believe, and they
How
were
recent was this?
like 7 months ago.
7 months ago.
Yeah, and they were rapping, and then there's a video of someone like shooting at them. It was like a drive-by.
What?
And they all dug down, like, "Oh shit, bro!" Shit. And they're recording it, and supposedly that was 6ix9ine.
That was 6ix9ine shooting?
No.
Oh,
he
rapping.
paid someone.
Oh, that's so
he
stupid.
paid someone to go shoot at them.
Oh my god.
Like it was part of the gang feud or whatever.
That's so
And yeah, so apparently 6ix9ine was actually about that life. I was not
Yeah.
expecting that at all, to be
Yeah.
honest. I never thought 6ix9ine was about to be.
You don't think so?
I didn't think
Dude,
so. You
when-
look at him and I'm like,
you-
this dude just died his here for the clout.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I knew about 6ix9ine maybe 6 years ago, when I was in high school. When I was 14 years old.
When he did polls, right?
No, before that.
What was his
When he
music
only
before
had
that?
red hair, and
No
he,
Skittles mouth.
I don't remember, but I remember he only had red hair, and he was doing like music, and he was really into. I know he screams like Scum Gang, and like
Scum. I always thought it was
Scum.
Skull Gang.
Scum.
It doesn't
Yeah.
sound like Skull Gang though.
Yeah, I remember. Like I knew about him maybe 8 years ago, before he was even famous. He only had like a couple thousand people on Instagram, and I found out about him because I remember this meme page was roasting this guy, and he loved 6ix9ine.
You told me this.
Yeah,
so
and
many
he
times, I
was
always
like,
forget it.
he was like, yeah, you scum gang, you piece of scumbag. and then I was like, wow, this music's kind of like angry.
Horrible music.
It's horrible.
Horrible music.
But I remember like his thing, scum, stands for like society can't understand me or something. And I just remember seeing that stupidity.
It's like, you're like the 17-year-old full of angst.
Yeah.
Because what, that was 6 years ago, you said?
Dude, that was
And he
about
was
6
16.
years ago. Six years ago when he was like 16. Not 8 years ago,
Can
6
you
years ago.
imagine?
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
I hate his music.
I didn't
I hated his music back in the day. I actually like it now.
I didn't really think that he would blow up. If my God, if I knew that, bro, I'd be scum gang all day.
Dude, you're sliding those DMs. Hey man, I'll tattoo Scumgang if you get
Yeah,
me in your
dude.
click.
Yeah.
Well, he
dude.
actually would have probably.
Oh no,
he
he'd probably
would've
kill
dipped.
me.
He probably would have dipped.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
He'd be snitching on you, dude.
I'd die, man.
You'd be in federal prison right now.
Yeah, no.
Well,
Yeah.
you would be. You're going to be.
It's crazy that like how connected we are to these like kind of like underground stars in a way. You know.
Well, him not that much. I feel like, for example, they're more. Damn, we're getting heavy into rap talk.
Yeah, more
like-
much into rap talk.
I feel like, for example, if we would have been heavy into Wi-Fi's funeral, or what's the other dude?
What?
The fucking
Booyah?
song that we love, the Fingers Smoke Perp or Lil Pump. I feel like we could actually, like, if we would have actually been on our shit, we could probably know them on a personal level.
Dude, I know people that know them personally.
Did you see? There was this video I just saw on I always forget these fucking perps and smoking lils. You guys gotta chill.
There's too many people.
But this
out there.
Lil Pump, he was in the airport. I don't know if he was in MIA or Fort Lauderdale. I doubt he flies from Fort Lauderdale.
No,
That's like that broke shit. I'm
Dude.
broke, so I fly from Fort Lauderdale.
Well, he lives in Fort Lauderdale. Like he lives near Revolution.
I don't think there's a private airplane though in Fort Lauderdale.
No, I don't
Airport.
think so.
I don't think he flies private either way. Anyway, the point is, I saw a video of Lil Pump. He was violating his parole supposedly,
He's on parole.
and the cop,
Oh,
yeah, of
obviously.
course. And of course he is. And the cop, there's like 3 cops on him, and he's like, no, I swear to God, it's not my bag. It's not my bag. You know, typical shit. Supposedly, it actually wasn't his bag, but the bag was full of weed.
But it wasn't his bag.
It was probably some homies of his. It
Yeah.
absolutely baffles me how these rappers think they can get through. Like, they probably have done it multiple times. That's why. Because if they fly private, then you can get through. Like Canales just told me. Oh, probably shouldn't have said that, but whatever. Canales just told me that whenever he flies with his private, that there's like no security.
No,
There's like no security. Like he told me the other day that he got off the plane, and the cop came to him and he was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And he was like looking at him and he was like, "So like, do you want my passport or?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, here, slide it to me." And then Canales was like, "Do you want my visa?"
Yeah, they don't.
And he was like, "Oh yeah, sure, why not?" He was like, "Yeah, there you go."
No.
And so
dude.
maybe that, but the cop, bro, flips shit on him. Like I'm talking
on
about
Lil Pump.
dude, Lil Pump, because Lil Pump starts screaming.
Oh my
But
God.
the cops, the cops say something that's fucked up. Like the cops say, the cops all of a sudden look at him, and Lil Pump's like, "It's not my bag," and the cop goes, "Well, it is now."
Oh shit, got him.
And then Pump screams, and then the cop gets in his face like Full Metal Jacket type shit.
Wow.
Like gets in his face and he screams, "Calm down!" And but I'm talking like spit is flying out of his
Is
mouth.
this the police officer or is this like
The police officer?
TSA?
Yeah, no, police officer.
Wow,
Like
okay.
you see, you know that I even commented, and I thought about your you have some family that's in the force, but
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
was like, the first thing I commented, I was like, oh, Florida's very, very own, dude, because you see
Yeah.
Florida, like you see the khaki ugly ass uniform that state troopers have.
Yeah.
And yeah, so apparently he might be violating his parole if he gets like charged with that, and that's straight to jail.
No,
because, you
for
know,
sure.
You know, if we do smoke weed, which we don't, because that would be a crime here in Florida. It's such a victimless crime. It really is.
Yeah. I know the libertarian like standpoint is to like legalize everything. What's your like opinion on legalizing
Hell
all the
no.
drugs?
Hell
No, you
no.
wouldn't.
No, these I believe there are a lot of European countries that do this.
Oh,
Even Canada.
Amsterdam,
Canada
for
has
sure.
I believe correct
Canada?
fact again. Canada has legalized use of drugs, but not
All of
legalized
it?
distribution of drugs.
Oh, okay.
For years. Because I remember seeing a documentary, I believe, where
That's
cops would go
Canada, though.
by and they would help heroin users. Because like there would be these tweaked out heroin users that were gonna die in the cold. The cops would, like put blankets over them. Give them some
Oh,
food, stuff
okay,
like that.
okay.
But they can't arrest them on heroin use. They can arrest them on heroin distribution though. It's illegal to be a dealer, but it's not illegal to use, which makes sense to me. But I feel like anytime that people talk about drug use and they point to Europe, you have to remind that we're different. Like we have more population than the Netherlands. We just do. And it's a different culture.
No, I agree with you. You know, I honestly think that we'll never reach that point. Even if we have a libertarian in office.
But you don't think we're gonna reach what point? Like no
just
legalization of
legalizing all of it.
Do you think we're gonna legalize
weed?
weed? I think we have to legalize weed.
I think soon they're gonna have to.
But dude, I think most states actually have illegal recreational use at this point, don't they?
Yeah,
But Florida
Colorado.
doesn't.
I think Colorado,
California.
No, not California.
What? California has
I
illegal
don't think so.
recreational.
No.
Look it up,
Really?
Jamie,
Jamie,
look it up real quick, please. Pull that up, Jamie.
I think it's honestly think it's like the state of Washington. Here, let me see.
Just for recreational use of
use.
of weed states. Oh God, here's this abysmal audio we were talking about. What are the keys clack?
Oh yeah.
I don't hear anything in the headset, so maybe they don't.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's like
You guys can deal
low,
with it.
you
Just
know?
mute the mic for a couple seconds.
Mute the mic, Okay, so 33 states and the District of Columbia currently have passed laws broadly legalizing marijuana in some form.
In some form, so medical.
Mm-hmm.
But recreational is different, though.
Yeah. Okay. Here. The District of Columbia and 10 states: Alaska, California, Colorado, Maine, Massachusetts, Michigan, misogynist, Nevada, Oregon, Vermont, and Washington.
So did you say California?
Yeah, California.
Yeah, I told you.
Damn, dude, those Californias, bros. Dude, I don't know about that.
Why? I feel like we should have recreational use of weed, dude. It's just
I think so.
It's so victimless. Like it just baffles me how there is so many people in prison for
that.
weed, not even consumption, dude. Possession.
Just possession. Mm.
Dude, can you imagine? Because like I said, we don't smoke weed, but come on, dude. Like,
yeah.
I think I looked it up once, and I think 3 grams is a felony in Florida.
I remember one of my friends. He got arrested one time. He used to sell marijuana, and I remember that.
Please, no name drops.
No name drops. No name drops. I remember this was years ago, dude. When we were like 15, 16, dude. Even younger, man, like 14 maybe. But
this dude was trapping at 14.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I used to know some people, dude, and I remember he got. I think he was like 13. He was like freshman in high school. I remember that he got arrested, and I think he had over 20 grams.
This dude could have spent the rest of his life in prison.
Yeah, so he had 20 grams and a scale and everything in his backpack. So
Dead to rights.
They took him to the police department, and I remember he told me the cop was like,
"You probably have to plead guilty."
Yeah, but I remember the cop was like, "Oh, is this your scale?" And then he was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Do you want it to be your scale?" And my friend was like, "No." And he was like, "Okay, so I'm not going to charge you for that."
See, that's the type of people that we need in this world. Because, for real, like, even this kid probably would have been tried as a minor because he was way too young to be tried as an adult. You can't tack on.
Do you know what's crazy?
What?
He was selling weed to his friend's mom. He got in her car, and they were driving to sell it, and then, like, he doesn't know if it's, like, a setup or something.
Wait, what do you mean?
The
mom set him up?
I don't know. He doesn't know.
No.
Look.
What?
He wanted to sell weed to his friend's mom, and he got in her car, and then like 5 minutes later, they got pulled over, and he got arrested.
They got pulled over or what?
I don't know. It was like some random thing. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
So you're telling me this dude's mom,
My friend's mom.
Friend's mom, might have set this dude up?
Maybe.
What a cunt.
But she smokes weed.
But then what?
I don't know. It's crazy, isn't it?
That's weird.
Yeah, but yeah, dude. Like, he could have gotten another charge for having that scale.
No, another charge? You
Huge.
mean, dude, like, there's a difference. First of all, 20 grams. If you actually had 20 grams, that's like a fucking not a kilo, obviously, but
I don't know like weed terminology.
I don't either. I feel like we sound really retarded on the mic right now.
Yeah, but you know.
No, but a kilo. Well, no, kilos are only compared to coke.
Yes.
Right? Because a kilo of weed would be 1,000 grams. And 1,000 grams of weed.
It must be like a huge brick unless you vacuum seal it.
Okay, we're going to have to stop talking about this. I feel like we're retarded. So, but anyway, the point is, I was listening to PKA and FPS Kyle, you know, his trial is coming up. Did I tell you what he was getting tried for? No,
you never told me.
He's coming up on federal charges, I'm pretty sure.
For what?
Well, first of all, the U.S. attorney, like the U.S. attorney office hates him because he was one of the first YouTube channels ever to popularize gun use.
Gun use, yes.
Yeah, because
yes.
in case anyone seeing this, FPS Rush is
so long
FPS
ago.
Kyle. If you don't know us by now,
Yeah,
just
man.
stop
I remember watching his shit.
Like,
Remember watching his shit back in the day? And he
Yeah.
used to have all these
I think
guns?
his last video is him cooking bacon on an AK-47
Man,
stock.
that dude's badass.
Because how hot it gets. Anyway, the point is that he I think they hate him because, well, he just had so many guns. And then there was also this shady moment where his friend, the dude who used to get him all his permits and shit, wound up dead on his estate, I believe. Yeah, dead with a bullet, bro.
Oh,
and
shit.
they never found out if it was him or not. I doubt it was him, though. I'm not. Yeah, if you ever gets on the PK subreddit, I'm part of you guys. Don't worry.
Aaron Hernandez on
the
them,
point
dude.
is, I believe his friend was dead, and supposedly, in his defense, what happened now is that years later, Kyle says that someone sent him oil,
Like what?
like THC.
THC oil?
Yeah, like wax.
Okay.
Through the mail.
Okay.
Like 3 grams or something.
And what
It
happened?
was some stupid amount, like 3 or 5.
Wow. Okay. So what happened?
And the cops caught it.
Oh my god.
And now he's up for federal charges.
And he's getting charged for everything. Right?
No, just for
Just
that.
like that?
But like he might do he's finally come. Like there was a moment. This has been going on for like 8 months or 6 months, and he's just finally talking about it on the podcast. He doesn't really talk about it. He alludes to it. He's like, if I do jail time, and they laugh. But he's saying that he might not do jail time. Like that if he pleads guilty, he would probably like do like maybe 2 months or a month of like tennis court type like prison. Like really
Pablo
chill.
Escobar.
Yeah, really
type
chill
stuff.
type prison. But come on, bro.
Dude,
Like,
how?
why? He's in Georgia. Like, do you? What's the like, dude?
Did he ask for it? Oh, they don't know.
Never know.
No
Like
one
supposedly a fan sent it to him because he has a public PO box.
Oh, that's like stupid though. Like it's not his fault if a fan sent it to him.
I mean, like, obviously the DA is gonna
obviously
say that he asked for it. Which I mean, I don't know if he did or not. I'm not gonna try to incriminate this man, but like,
dude, that fears
even
me.
so. Listen, would there be a problem? Is there a problem with you asking for 2 grams of oil? Like what?
I mean,
If you want to smoke weed, just smoke weed.
It's like up in the air because like all these like so many states like legalized it. It's very up in the air.
At this point, it's a farmer thing, dude. It has to be like. And
Big
so
farmer.
Kyle was talking about it on the podcast, and he was saying that if Trump comes out for the next re-election,
okay,
and he says that he's going to legalize weed,
okay.
he could basically not show up to the debates, and he would win.
Oh yeah.
Hands down.
Oh, for sure.
Hands down. And he's saying that it's funny because if he says that he's going to legalize weed, everyone has to legalize weed if they want to have a chance.
Everyone.
I think there's like a 98% consensus or some dumb number for legalization of weed.
Oh, for sure.
Nobody cares about it. I never talked to my parents about it. That's why I don't want you guys to watch this podcast. Because I don't smoke weed.
Yeah, but
Never have, never will. But
Yeah.
the point is that what's the fucking problem?
I don't know. I think alcohol is more dangerous than
It
marijuana.
is. No,
because
you-
there's so
you don't
many
think,
things, dude.
you know.
I lost like
It
people from alcohol. I remember Rolling Loud. When my friends died, he was drunk, driving on the highway. I mean, like I had people, lose their life in alcohol, but weed, not so much.
Not only that, but they endanger other people.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, let's get
Very
this straight
much
though.
so.
Weed does impair your driving abilities.
Oh, of course.
Anyone who says that is fucking stupid, and you should be banned from even rolling a joint.
Mm-hmm.
But it does.
It does.
But,
It does.
Like, so does alcohol.
So does alcohol. But I think alcohol's worse.
I
Much
think
worse.
it is
man.
too. And not only that, the damage. Well, also weed has been not very studied, I'm pretty sure, for like pulmonary disease and everything. But
I'm not too sure.
at the end of the day, you're still putting smoke in your body. But like, I know
Mhm.
for a fact that weed smoke is much better than nicotine smoke.
Oh, for sure.
And it's much better than just pounding shots of like vodka.
Mhm. Yeah, dude, pounding shots of vodka, that's terrible for your liver.
Horrible.
Terrible for your
Horrible.
whole body.
And then some people don't. Some people do like they'll drink on antibiotics, or
Oh
they'll
my
take
God.
aspirin like retards instead of Advil, and they'll
Jesus.
just pound. And like they don't understand that their liver is not working twice as hard.
I know, and I doubt they're taking any milk thistle or anything like that
Hell no,
to,
bro.
like
Hell no.
that liver support.
They're not even coating their like I used to drink I used to put like a little tablespoon or a spoon of like olive oil.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly it does the same thing that like Pepto Bismol would do.
Oh, okay.
put the Bismol for your stomach. So oil just like kind of like coats supposedly inside
really?
your stomach, and then lets alcohol go into
another thing.
heard that.
If you take there's this thing. I mean, you know, licorice. If you take licorice,
yeah, the nasty ass.
yeah.
candy.
If you do take that, it does coat your inside of your stomach with like a mucus.
Well, there you have it, guys. If you
Yeah,
ever want to get blackout
licorice.
drunk, take some black licorice.
Yeah, if you're taking or if you have any acid reflux, just take licorice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just
you
take
heard
licorice.
it here first. Listen,
You'll be
smoke weed, take some
good.
licorice.
Take some licorice.
You guys, and then drink.
I'm not gonna lie.
Get crossfaded, fuck yourself up. Nobody fucking matters.
Licorice is the most nastiest thing I've ever had.
Disgusting. If you take licorice and you actually like it, there's something
Oh
wrong
my
with
god, no.
you. You might be a
dude.
psychopath.
I
Get
think,
yourself checked out.
Like I love Twizzlers. Don't get me wrong, I love Twizzlers,
hate them, dude.
but I don't like that the black licorice. It's so nasty. It has that spicy.
I hate it. Maybe it's because I wasn't raised here to a certain extent.
You know, at one point I tried to like force myself to like it.
I did too.
I
did too
for
because
things
it
I
was.
always
I would watch U.S. like dramas, comedies, and whatever online.
Yeah.
And from Colombia or Mexico, well, not Mexico, but from Colombia, and I would see people eating licorice, and I was like, oh,
Wait, you see people eating licorice?
Yeah, I don't remember when. Like back in the day, like High School Musical and shit. Like not High School
There's
Musical.
people in High School
there
Musical eating
not
licorice.
High School Musical, but there are many instances and scenes where, like in kids' movies, where they're eating candy and they like
candy.
licorice. Yeah.
Oh,
It's not a whole like focal
they're eating
point
that.
of the.
They're eating that Twizzlers though.
Yeah. I hate Twizzlers.
Twizzlers are a complete different
Aren't
like
they the same
monster
thing?
than black licorice. Black licorice is nasty, dude. Have you had black licorice?
I think I actually like black licorice more than I like
You're
Twizzlers. From.
fucking nasty, dude.
You think so?
Yeah,
You know what I do love?
you are.
I love candy corn.
Yeah, I don't know why you like candy. I mean, that's okay.
Listen, so I've
It's
gone to
alright.
Mexico, and when I do, I normally take bags of candy corn when it's like Halloween. There's not a single human being that I have given candy corn to in Mexico that likes candy corn. Not a single one, dude.
It's okay.
I think it's a U.S. thing.
Yeah,
Because I've given it, and I'm
sure.
not even joking, to like a sample pool of like 15, and all 15
and all, even your
will
parents.
spit it out. My parents will spit it out. They hate it. I love it. It's so fucking good.
I don't really eat much candy. I don't
I don't
like.
either, but I love candy corn.
Yeah, I love those cowtails.
What
Those
is
are
that?
they're like this caramel mixed with like vanilla kind of thing. It's like kind of old fashioned, but
Isn't it like the Milk Duds?
it's kind of like a milk dud in a way, but it's like a tube. It's like a long tube.
Okay.
I don't know, but like I'm not really into too much candy. I've been really into like I think I get my sugar intake through coffee. To be honest with you, bro.
You drink a lot more coffee than I do. I actually
It's a
have
problem.
in here. I have a one of those Nestle things.
You mean a K cup?
Yeah,
Like one of those
K-cups, but
Keurig?
I've never used it.
I have one
I
too.
have a bunch of K-cups here. I think I'm gonna start using because I don't like to spend. I mean, thank you for the coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, if anyone wants to know, normally Russell buys my coffee.
Yeah.
But I love taking coffee, but just sometimes I take coffee we take coffee sometimes at like 1 a.m.
Yeah, it doesn't phase me.
It doesn't either for me because end of the day. But I feel like
I think the
it's gonna
tolerance.
catch up to us, dude.
Yeah,
Eventually.
no,
We're
it's-
21. Like
I know. Like I've heard like things online saying that like, oh, you want to expand your life, you should just stop drinking coffee and stop
Why?
smoking. Because coffee, I
Who
mean
says that?
caffeine.
what kind of
obviously.
holier than thou
I don't know,
motherfucker is
bro.
writing this blog
Probably
post you're reading?
BuzzFeed.
Is Vice reading? Are you reading Vice? Is that what
probably
you're doing?
Vice, BuzzFeed. I don't know. I get my news from reliable news sources like that, like CNN,
Like the Washington Post and
Washington
Jesse
Jesse Smollett.
Jesse Smollett.
He's my number one reporter on the case.
He's the gay Tupac.
He's the gay Tupac. You know, he beat up those two MAGA hat.
You know what the
wearers.
most important thing is?
What?
That he's okay.
What? Oh, he's okay.
And that he
yes.
defended himself.
He
and then
fought back.
back.
He fought back, bitch.
He fought back. And
Yes.
then the whole crowd claps and leaves the room.
He's the Tupac of our generation.
He is a Tupac. You know what? Fuck that. Fuck Jaw.
Yeah, fuck Jaw. It's Jesse Smollett and Colin Kaepernick.
Yes. Colin for days, bro. Colin, if you're ever listening to this, I appreciate the fact that you spent so many months of the NFL's money and all of the fans worry for you, and then you settled
Yeah.
outside of court with an NDA so nobody would know the
Yep.
gross amount of money that you fucking took. You fucking disgust me. I'm not black.
Hey, man.
He's not black. You still fucking disgust me.
I'm sorry, but that's like
Disgusting, dude. How can you waste? You make it a race thing,
I know.
and you make it about this huge cultural thing trying to boycott the NFL, and then you take the fucking money and you dip.
I know during Black History Month too.
Fuck
And Jussie Smollett, dude.
Get the
That's a two.
fuck out of
That's
here.
so fucked, dude. Nah, I don't think he's ever gonna play in another team ever.
I hope he doesn't.
I heard the Patriots, but
I can't wait till this.
God.
If we ever actually blow up, I can't wait till we have to get off YouTube because we're just getting demonetized left and right.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to. You're gonna catch us on Podbean or something like that.
we need to go back on Vimeo. You know, upload our shit on SoundCloud.
We're gonna have to give it a password on Vimeo.
SoundCloud, Vimeo.
Dude, we're going MySpace.
We're gonna go to MySpace,
MySpace.
Twitch. We're gonna be on MySpace.
We can't Twitch either now.
What?
Twitch is really like TOS, like terms of service type.
Yeah.
Twitch is very. I was looking at Pay Money Webby stream yesterday.
Yeah.
And he actually does something really funny. He does something called speed dating. You ever seen that?
No,
Speed dating
no.
online. So
Wait,
has
he
this Discord.
does it?
Yeah, well, he doesn't.
Okay.
He hosts it. So
cool.
his streams, I always wonder what his streams are like. He
Mhm.
basically just talks around and like he's funny though. He's entertaining. I mean, he has to be. And he's like, he has on Discord. I'm in his Discord, and I'm not a Patreon, but I'm a Twitch Prime member for his thing. So technically, I could do it too. I tried to get on, but I was too late yesterday.
Yeah, yeah.
And so what he does is you like have to apply. There's like this form you fill out on Google Doc, and then you get on there and you have to go through some preliminary hearings. And his mod called TT, I think, he's also on there. Like screens you because there's like 30 people at a time. So he picks a random person. He makes sure your camera works. Makes sure you're real because a lot of people will lie. You get a lot of girls that have boyfriends that they lie, just to be on camera. Yeah, just to be on stream. And the point is, what he does is, so it's him, TT, his mod. They both have their cameras on, right?
Yep.
And then he's like on a green screen. He wears this like onesie, and with a green onesie with a green screen on the back. So the only thing you can see is his face floating around. And
that's funny.
And he and TT has his Discord camera on. And then he grabs 3 people, right? So one of them is either a guy or a boy, a guy or a female.
Yep.
And if they're gay, he doesn't care. Like he just picks, if you want a male or a female. And then so let's say you're on, right? And you turn on your camera. You're like, hey, I'm Russell, whatever. You talk. And he's like, okay, do you want a female or a man? You're like, oh, I want females. Okay. So he brings 3 other females in with the cameras off.
Oh.
And then you talk to them for a while. Wubby or you, depending, asks questions. You kind of talk about it, shoot the shit for like 10 minutes, and then you have to eliminate one of them. Then you eliminate one, and then that one turns the camera on to say goodbye.
Oh wow! So that's kind of like that that series. Remember I showed you that series about that girl that it's speed dating. They bring 10 guys, you know.
No, what is it about?
You remember I showed you a video. It was like this girl, and then they brought 10 guys.
Oh, it's called
that?
speed dating on YouTube, but I forgot the fucking account name.
Yeah. Like it's kind of like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So if anyone's wondering what it is, it's like they put a screen between both of them, and it's the girl, and then like 10 guys, and they all have headphones in.
Or they do it the other. They do it the other way around.
But all the guys have headphones in except one, and one of them sits down, and for some reason they don't have shoes on.
For some reason,
they don't have shoes on.
They don't want to get the set
I think
dirty.
it's all white.
Yeah,
there's no way it's
set.
white.
It's a nice
they
set.
probably green screen.
Yeah.
And they all sit down, and then so one guy sits down, and then they talk, whatever, and then next one comes in, and then she has to pick.
Yeah.
Who? But anyway, so
it's
you do
like that.
And then it's 2 of them. Then you talk, and then you have to eliminate one, and then the other one turns the camera on, the one that's eliminated, and then the winner turns the camera on.
Damn, dude. So what happens at the end?
I mean, at the end of the day, like
you just kind of talk to them.
you could probably get their Snapchat or whatever, but
That's
like it's a joke. But yeah.
Oh, that's
but
cool.
yeah, then sometimes you get some ugly ass girls.
Oh yeah, with the pretty fine voices.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah,
trust
yesterday
them.
I was watching, and this dude, he kicked out an attractive one.
Oh yeah.
And then the winner was ugly, and he just left.
He just
stood up
left.
and left. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. That's appropriate
He ran
response.
away from his responsibilities.
I mean, who doesn't? By all means.
Yeah.
You know, forward. You know, run away from them. But that's crazy, man. That's
over
creative.
here at Two Minorities. We should have like an acronym for it. What would it be?
Two
minorities and one table.
2M.
2M1T.
2M1T.
So over here at 2M1T, we approve running away from fat females.
It sounds like 2M1, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Over here at
2M1T.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
TM2.
we not only do we approve, we endorse running away from ugly females.
You know, that's the thing, man. Like I think, I don't know, that kind of brings you to that like body acceptance kind of movement. Like, what do you think about that? Because honestly, I think, like, I get it. Like everyone should, you know, feel comfortable in their own skin and their own body and everything. But like it's not healthy. I don't know. Have you seen?
Oh my god!
Have you seen them?
I was listening to PK yesterday.
Some of them, yeah.
I'm gonna do a video on this. It's probably gonna be my next video.
Okay.
And there's this new Reddit called dying to be fat.
Dying to be fat.
Yes.
They want to be fat?
Literally. I don't know how you got that, because when I understood it, I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? And there's people on this subreddit that, like, 18 years old, 420 pounds, and then everyone comments like, "Oh my God, you're so
how much
pretty! I
pounds?
can't wait till you get." I'm guessing 420.
420?
That's Nietzsche right there. I
Damn,
mean, that's
bro,
Freud
you
right
should,
there talking.
You should
to me.
eat for
No,
free
no,
at
it's a
any
joke, it's a
restaurant,
joke.
dude.
I don't think it was 420. That's Freud right there.
Yeah, damn,
Talking to me.
Sigmund Freud.
But no. It's probably just some obese weight.
Okay.
And everyone's like, "Oh, you look so sexy! I can't wait.
You ever see those?
I can't wait till you get heavier." They're like, "Yeah, I'm trying to get heavier," and they
Oh,
want
yeah.
to die.
Oh, yeah.
They literally want to die.
They want to die.
Yes, there's like an 18-year-old. I remember she was like, I'm getting up in cholesterol. I'm so happy." Like they actually.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Dude, this is
I've seen
mental
that.
disease.
I've seen that shit. There's this one guy on Instagram that my friend follows. I have some weird friends, but like he follows this
You got
one
some
guy.
drug dealers slinging friend.
Yeah. So there's this one guy my friend follows. He followed him like 2 years ago. Skinny guy, and his like supporters pay him money, like buy him food, and he's gained like 300 pounds in the last 2 years.
Oof.
And he was like, he goes on his post, his camera, and he shakes his body. He's like, getting fat, getting really big. Look at me. Look at all the stretch marks. Like, it's disgusting. It's really disgusting. People have like a fetish for it.
So going back to your question about the body
I don't
acceptance.
even know where I'm done.
Listen, I don't care if you're fat. I really don't. But if you start preaching that it's normal and that we should start like showing more fat people off, we shouldn't. Because it's okay if you're chubby. Like, listen, if you're 5'5" and you're 150 pounds,
like
I
me.
honestly
That's
don't know about
basically
pounds.
me.
I don't know about pounds, but like if you're I know kilos.
Okay.
Like if you're 150 and you're 60 kilograms, like that's a bit up there.
Yeah.
But you're not obese.
Yeah,
Like I can
yeah.
see you and I'll be like, oh, if she hits the gym for a year, she's gonna be fucking beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I did just equate beauty to skinniness, so fuck off. And I'm just saying, like, there's no problem with being chubby and being fat. There really isn't. But if you come up to me and you're like, you know what? You look too good without a shirt off. And I'm not being represented enough in movies. So, like, you guys need to accept me. I do not.
Yeah, I do not.
It comes to a point where it's an actual health hazard.
For
to be that
sure. Yeah.
So why?
Huge, dude. Just a random tidbit, but like I know some people that like work out a lot. Like, they're very like guys that work out a lot. They kind of groom like women. Like, they kind of like get like a chubby girl that's kind of like pretty in the face.
Oh, I'm not even gonna say what I'm about to say.
Okay. Yeah, but like I know some friends that they're like kind of bodybuilders, in a sense. So they would find like these girls that are really skinny or kind of chubby.
Yeah, and then you
with nice faces.
Dude, it's like a make your own me.
Yeah, and then they would train them, so to get the perfect, which is kind of like manipulative, but in a sense it's good.
Dude,
but
it's like a create a character.
Yeah, it's exactly like a create a character.
You can put some points in wherever you want.
You're
like,
playing God.
Maybe you should squat more.
Yeah.
And maybe lay off the rows.
I know like at least 5 girls, and 5 like 7, 8 other guys that do that.
Well, dude,
It's
like my
crazy.
first ex, I even numbered her. Oh shit! Anyone who knows me will now know what that means.
Yeah.
But she was pretty heavy at the beginning when I used to go out with her.
Mm-hmm.
She knows that.
Oh,
But whatever.
Jesus Christ.
And when I ended up when I got back together with her at the end or like whatever, she was actually pretty like fit. And it's funny because like you really notice the difference. Men really don't care until you're actually like good looking.
Yeah.
It's intriguing. And the sad thing about this is, like, I'm not saying I'm a perfect specimen by any means. Like, I still need to lose some fat. And, like, you're pretty well built. Like, we both go to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the point, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying that a lot of people don't understand and sadly will never know the feeling of going to the gym and then going back and being like, damn, I did good today. There's a quote.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I forgot the quote by who it was, but I think it was Aristotle.
Or Schwarzenegger.
Pretty sure. It was like the Schwarzenegger quote, a pump is better than coming.
Yeah,
That's Aristotle right there. Yeah.
That's Aristotle,
Now,
dude.
Aristotle has a quote, I believe, that's saying that there's no, I think he says there's no excuse to be unfit or something like that. But I know what he does say is he says that.
You sure that's not like a Childish Gambino line or something?
No, one of those 3, like the big 3.
The big 3?
The big 3 in Greece. Greece's big 3.
It's like a basketball team.
It's like the Miami Heat. Anyway, one of the Greece's big 3. Socrates, Plato.
Yeah, Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. Yeah.
So one of those big 3, I'm pretty sure it's Aristotle, though. He says that it's a shame that most men will never know what peak performance is like.
Jesus
He doesn't say peak
Christ.
performance because that's like
such
a meme.
an alpha
But he
thing
says
to
something
say.
like that. He says it's a shame that most of us will never know
It's a shame.
what your body can truly achieve. And I'm saying, like, listen, if you go to the gym and you literally kill yourself, like you go hard safely, obviously, people like me and Russell have seen some dumb shit at the gym. Like,
yeah, we see some of them.
dude, I seen, like, I told you I once saw like a 110-pound kid like lifting a 40-pound dumbbell.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, you gotta.
I saw
chill. He was,
this.
like, swinging his hips.
I saw
I'm
this
like, oh
one
my
dude.
God.
I saw this one dude. He was like 100 pounds, skinny. He dropped like 2 plates on his chest after benching.
Horrible.
He couldn't even bench one.
Horrible.
Yeah,
Horrible. But yeah, what
it's
I'm saying
disgusting.
is, like, the other day I haven't gone to the gym in like a month and a half maybe, like properly, and I've been going to the gym lately again. And dude, the moment you go to the gym and you go back, you feel better. Like, you look at yourself and you're like, you know what? Maybe I'm not as fat as I thought I was. Maybe I'm not. And you start, because it's an endorphin rush.
Dude, I love it, dude. Once I get that, I know I have like a split. You know, I do chest one day, back the other day, and arms and legs. If I can do all 4 in a row, I feel amazing. I feel like, wow. You know, I
You
doubled
feel like
my
you
weight.
actually accomplished something.
Yeah, it's amazing, dude. People don't get that a lot. People, you know, it's in some people's minds, it's impossible sometimes, you know? It's literally impossible.
I was looking at this. There's this YouTuber I follow, and I forget his name. It's Matt something. Not Matt. It's
Matt OX?
No, it's something Matt. He's like a filmmaker. And he's like 1 million subscribers, I think.
Matty B raps.
That's Matty B. And Matt something, whatever. I'll look up his name. I'll shout him out next time to our 30 subscribers here. And I'm sure he'll appreciate it. And he makes videos. He's like a filmmaker, and he makes really short, like, lifestyle videos sometimes. But it's beautifully made. It's beautifully made and edited. And he was talking to, he has a podcast too, and he was talking to one of his friends, I guess, or whatever. And he's like a gym and trainer, like lifestyle coach, the dude he's talking to. And the dude is saying that a lot of times people will kind of like get stressed because of the workload they have to do. So, like, sometimes that happens to me a lot. Like, I'll just prefer to sleep instead of, like, working.
Yeah.
And so, like, so you say, like, okay, today I'm going to wake up at, like, tomorrow I'm probably going to wake up at 6 a.m. to go to the gym and then go to class. So if I look at my shit, I'm like, okay, so I want to wake up at 6 a.m., right? Then I have to go to the gym. Then I have to come back by 8:30, have breakfast, leave at 9:20. I'm saying my host, like, if anyone wants to kidnap me, here I am, bitches.
Yeah, that's
Then I have to go to MDC. I go to MDC from 9:50 to 1 p.m., 1:30 p.m., go back home, have lunch, work out my video, probably going to film a video, start editing it maybe, then go back to school at 5:40, and then leave at like 10, then come back. And maybe if I have time, maybe I can go to jiu-jitsu if I can. So, like, you see all that and you're like, holy shit, that might be, like, for some people it's like, oh, it's nothing. But for some people you're like, wow, it's a pretty busy day, right?
Yeah.
But, and so what he says is you can't look at it like that. He says that the way you can try to change your life is by starting with one thing. So he says that if he talks to someone and he's like, okay, can you make it to the gym 4 times a day? 4 times a week. How confident are you that you can make it to the gym 4 times a week?
Me?
And that anyone, like you, for example. And you say, 50%. And he's like, that's too low. So he says, how about 3 times a week? And you're like, 60. And he's like, still not good enough. How about 2? You're like, I'm 90% sure I can make it 2 times a week. And you're like, all right, do it. And then you do it for 3 months, 2 months. No, for 2 months. And he's like, okay, how about 3? And you're like, yeah, I can do 3. And then you start with one thing, and you focus on one thing, and you make it, and he uses the word, I think, he uses this phrasing that says, you have to make it so dumb easy that you'll feel pathetic if you can't accomplish it.
Of course. No, I agree with that. I like that philosophy, honestly. You got to start somewhere, you know? If you're a lazy sack of shit and, like, you have no motivation at all, bro, like, how I get
Dude, Coke is the answer.
Cocaine.
That's it right there.
Yes, cocaine. But anyways, but when I feel, like, kind of unmotivated, I think of, like, I don't know, people that are getting up there. And I kind of just feel like, damn, I should get back into it.
Everyone go follow Jocko Willnick if you know.
Oh, Jocko, yeah.
He posts 4:30 a.m. pictures every day.
Yeah.
He's deadlifting at 4:30
He's a crack addict, dude.
This dude is fucking insane.
Anyone in the SEALs, dude. Anyone that went through SEALs training is insane. In a good way. Well, sometimes no.
It depends.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyone. What was it? Oh, my last topic.
Okay.
So I was on. This is probably why I started the podcast with telling my parents to get the fuck off. I was on Chatterbait the other day.
What's Chatterbait?
Oh, you've never been on Chatterbait?
sounds like sexual.
It is
Oh
sexual.
God.
So it's like a webcam type shit.
Why the fuck were you on that?
Because I'm not streaming. I'm looking at people on webcams.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So I was on this site, right? And I was looking at like there was two couples. And I started watching them, and like apparently what the story was they're kind of swinger couples.
Oh my God.
But they had never actually gone through it, you know? And the girls are supposedly bi-curious, but like instantly they're drunk and they're like they don't like fuck each other, but they're like instantly kissing each other and groping each other.
Okay.
And the guys don't do anything with themselves, but they're starting to like kiss their wives, by the way.
Okay.
And they kiss the other guys' wives, stuff like that. But they don't fuck them because they're not there yet.
Oh, okay.
They like suck each other off, whatever, but they're not there yet for the sex.
Okay.
The point being is, I saw this dude. So there's this fat dude
On there.
Yeah. So one of the wives is like married to kind of like an overweight dude, kind of hairy, you know,
Was
kind
she
of balding.
attractive?
Yeah, she was cute.
Okay.
And then there's another dude who's like, he's not fat. He's actually pretty well built, but he's probably up there, you know, like 15% body fat,
Mm-hmm.
maybe a bit lower.
Yeah.
So he's not shredded, but you can see the outline. Dude has a bigger dick than the other guy.
Okay.
My man, I saw basically a 4-man group turn into a 3-man group real quick. It's the saddest thing I have ever seen in my life. Like, I was so curious to see what happened. Like, I am not into cuckolding or anything, but I was so curious to see what happened that I literally stayed up until like 4 a.m. like looking at what was going on.
Yeah, you're interested.
Because, dude, all of a sudden, like, so like the wives like switch and they start like sucking them off. And then all of a sudden, this dude's wife leaves him to suck the other guys off. And it's okay because, you know, they agreed to this.
No.
But then the other dude is just there like whacking off. And I remember specifically this moment where he like grabs his wife from the back and tries to kiss her head.
Yeah.
And she like shrugs him off to suck the other guy off. Dude, it is the saddest thing ever. And then at the end of like basically at the end, this dude became the cameraman, Russell. He became the cameraman while like the other dude's wife and him are like fucking, and then his wife, and then the cameraman's wife is like there like looking at them like, yeah, fucking get it.
That's so sad.
This man literally got cucked in front of the whole world. And then as the viewership grew, the comments were like, yeah, I get that cucked. And I was like, oh my god, this dude is actually getting called a cuck now.
That is disgusting, in my opinion. I don't know. I never find that stuff attractive. You know, I don't find swingers. I don't find any of that attractive.
There was this girl on Tinder. It's like a 45-year-old that always used to hit me up. Yeah.
45. Oh, you told me about her.
Yeah. She was married, and they were swinging, and she would always invite me and everything. But I never went.
Was she serious?
100%.
She was serious, right?
Yeah, 100%. She's really fine too. Like she has lipo.
Yeah,
like
I remember you told me that.
Everything.
Yeah.
Always hit me up. Super fine, but never. I was like,
And you stopped.
I think I stopped talking to her.
Oh yeah.
But every once in a while, I'll say hi just to like see how she
just
is.
how the family's
I'm like,
going.
hey, how are your kids? I dead ass be like, how are your kids? And she's like,
Christ.
super fine. What about you?
Oh my god, dude! Like I don't. I can't be in a relationship like that.
Oh, I couldn't either.
I could never, dude. That's so sad.
You gotta be monogamous. I can't. I'm too jealous. That's what it is.
I get jealous.
I'm too jealous.
I'll like pull up. I'll literally pull up
and wreck 'em,
dude.
Yeah.
Pull up and wreck, dude. I can't do that at all, man. I don't know how people like that shit, dude. Like it's like their own kind of world they're living in, dude. I think that's like a lower level of sociopathic behavior, dude.
Do you really think that's what it is?
Sociopathic behavior.
You don't think it's just because some people say that monogamy, you know, love is cursed by monogamy. Is our great Yeezy?
Yeah, Yeezy
Once said.
Monogamy. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Remember that line?
No church in the wild, right
No
there.
church in the wild.
You really don't think it's that? You don't think it's just like a social construct made?
It is, but like I'm too old fashioned, dude. I'm not orthodox to the sense, but like I just like I have my own beliefs, man, and it just gets to me, you know.
But what are these beliefs from? Religion?
Just my own. I'm not religion. No.
The spaghetti monster religion?
The spaghetti Tom Cruise Scientology type shit. No, I don't know. I just like think of it like I like I remember when I was growing up and I was sort of religious at one point and then I stopped and I just thought to myself like, like what are my beliefs? And I just stuck to them, you know? Like I didn't follow anything. I'm not like very religious in a sense, you know? But I mean, I just like thought to myself of my own beliefs and my own goals and I just stuck to them, you know? Like what I like and what I don't like. And hey, some people like without religion, they would say, "Oh, monogamy is fine." But like in my sense like I just don't like it. It's just I think love is just between two people.
Canales is coming next week,
Oh, you never told me.
and he just told me, and we should see if we can get him on. I don't know how we can record his voice though.
He'll share a mic.
We can maybe record it with my computer, because Canales has interesting
I'd say
ideas
so.
on this.
Yeah.
Canales believes is 100% again. Well, he is monogamous. Like he has a girlfriend right now.
He's monogamous.
Yeah. He has a girlfriend for like 2 years now, Roxana. I don't know.
yeah,
I should have
you
name
told
dropped
me.
her. Too late now. Whatever. Come at me, Pablo.
Well, he's gonna be here.
And, they've been together for like 2 years. They basically live together at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But he used to be like really anti-monogamous. He used to be like really into the idea that it was a social construct and it was all bullshit and that we're young, and that we're young and that we should just have fun.
But what is he now?
Well, clearly he's monogamous, but I
Oh.
know in the back of his mind that idea is still there. I'm positive.
Yeah. I mean,
But the interesting
No,
thing
go
is
ahead.
that he can back it up. He's actually intelligent,
yeah.
so he can actually back the shit up he believes.
Uh-huh. I mean, like it really depends how you're raised too. You know, your parents, like what goes on. You know, I mean, I think for going forward in this world we live in with the society we're in, dude. Like it's just like all the music, the media. It's just so tempting these days. You know, it's very and especially like back in that day with the white picket fence in World War II days, like housewives were very depressed.
I don't know about that.
You don't know
Because
that?
most families are ruined because either A, their husband in World War II. Like, listen, don't get me wrong. Me and Russell hugely appreciate our veterans.
I love.
I
veterans,
really do
dude.
appreciate our veterans. But back in Modern Warfare 2 days.
In Modern Warfare
oh my
2.
God. In
World
War
at
days-
War days.
In World at War days. World War 2 days.
Call of Duty 2
a
days.
lot of relationships were ruined because the housewife was getting clapped by
Mhm.
like someone in the neighborhood or
back in the day.
yeah, and in World War 2 days, it's really it happened a lot. Or the husband was fucking some French bitch
Oh yeah, dude.
that
Dude,
just
those-
got that
boys-
thought their hero was the man in the green uniform, and
Bro.
it was this dude that spoke English.
Bro, our boys, man.
Our boys in
You
green
know?
were really smashing
Like,
out there,
especially
France.
in Vietnam, man. You ever watch like?
Nah, but those were just hookers.
Oh yeah, but still, you know.
But like in World War 2, people would actually form relationships. That's what I'm
Oh
saying.
yeah, okay, yes. That shit.
In
was
Vietnam,
crazy.
we were out there slaying babies.
Dude, we
Let's be
didn't give
real
a
with that.
fuck,
In
dude.
Vietnam, we were napalming trees. Like, they would not give a
Yeah,
fuck.
bro.
We were just fucking everyone up,
That was one of my favorite wars.
even though we still lost.
Yeah, but still, that culture that came out of that war was, I think, it's one
What,
of
the
the
baby
best.
killer culture? Is that what you like?
No, just the music and like the art and
yeah,
like.
because
the
back in
representation.
Vietnam days,
I'm
everyone
not saying-
hated the military.
But I'm not saying, yeah, exactly. But I'm not saying that war is great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, oh, you know,
it's
let's
great
go
for the
have another.
economy.
Yeah, it is
If
great
we
for
if we
economy.
win,
If we win.
if we win.
Yeah, but continue on.
But yeah. What I'm saying is that
Excuse me.
in World War II days, because people were so in this like idea that we might not come back,
Mm-hmm.
they were picking up wives. They
Yeah,
really
yeah.
like it's. I don't have any facts to back this up.
No facts,
But I'm
because we
po-
don't know.
We don't do facts over here, but I'm positive. I'm 100% positive that I've read. I remember there was this one story I read. Maybe I didn't read. I heard about it on PK, but I think I did look it up later. That like there was this relationship. This like 85-year-old dude divorced his wife because he realized that when he was deployed in Germany, that his wife fucked his best friend or something like that,
Whoa.
and he divorced her 45 years later. Or something like that.
Holy shit. He found out 45 years later.
Yeah, she confessed to him. He was like, "Well, fuck at her."
Hey, more power to him, man.
That's what I'm saying.
More power to
for
him.
all we know, this dude was
Dude, who
smashing some
knows,
like
man?
French girls.
Yeah, exactly. if you watched any war movie, like they would at least put a little romance into it. You ever
It's
watch
like-
Fury?
I was about to say
Fury.
it's one of my favorite
You
war
already
movies
watched
ever, even though it's
Fury?
so unrealistic.
It's
but,
very it's exaggerated, but that shit
but,
was badass.
dude, when they kill that French girl, they kill her at the
Oh
end.
yeah.
Yeah, the fucking
The whole building collapsed.
the whole could collapse. Dude, the Germans
The whole
bombed the
yeah,
fucking building.
Holy shit! Yeah.
When they bombed that building, that movie made me cry. I think at the end.
Yeah, dude,
That's such a
but
good
you know
movie.
what's crazy? I don't know if you noticed, but like, you remember when Brad Pitt walked in and then they pretended to be like a family in
Yeah.
a sense? That's crazy, dude. If you think about that, like he's forcing her to cook, and he's just there reading newspaper and stuff
With
like
the
that.
kid, is there a kid too?
With a teenage girl that was with that other guy. It was so weird, you know. It was like he was trying to like fake.
Oh
society.
no! Wasn't it the teenage girl that also dies in the movie?
Yeah, they all
There's
die.
this love. So in the movie, in case anyone hasn't seen it, we did just kind of spoil it, but
Oh yeah.
you should watch that movie
Oh,
because
yeah.
it has Brad Pitt, it has Shia LaBeouf,
Shia LaBeouf's in
and it
there.
has this Mexican dude. I forgot the name.
Michael Pena
It has Michael Pena,
and the
and
dude.
it has one other guy.
The dude.
Can you look up the cast real quick?
Oh yeah, for sure.
But Jamie, look that
Jamie.
up. Pull it up real quick.
Pull that up on IMDb.
Fury cast.
Fury cast. It was like that one dude from that one movie. That's all I could say.
It also has oh my God,
Lo-
Dirty Harry. Who's Dirty Harry? What's his name?
Dirty Harry.
Yeah, who's the actor that plays
what
Dirty
is you
Harry?
talking about?
What do you mean? You feel lucky, punk?
Clint Eastwood.
Clint
He's not
Clint
in
Eastwood's
that.
son is in that movie. Also.
Oh what?
Yes.
Scott Eastwood.
Scott, look it up. Scott
Why
Eastwood
is
in
Scott
that
Eastwood
movie.
in this
He
movie?
does a cameo in it.
Logan Lerman. That's the dude. I don't know
So,
if you know him.
it is-
John
no.
Bernthal's in that movie
This
too.
movie's
That guy's
stacked, and
badass.
It's beautiful. It's an amazing movie. It kind of does give you
Oh,
kind of.
Scott Eastwood is in that
I
movie. What
told
the
you.
hell is he?
Yeah, he does a
doing?
cameo in it. Dude, he's
Yeah.
beautiful. This dude's fucking gorgeous. Look at his jawline.
All these like white males with the gelled back
These white
hair.
dudes, bro.
Yeah, dude.
And the point is that, Shia LaBeouf supposedly was so in character in that movie that he started freaking people out. I heard.
oh yeah.
Yeah, because he does
Yeah.
what is this dude? There's this term for it when you try to play in character.
Method acting.
Method acting.
Yeah,
He
method acting.
method acts hard.
You know what pissed? Okay, wait. You still got something to say?
Oh yeah, but anyway, the point of that movie is that it's basically just this
Oh, yeah.
this group commanded by Brad Pitt, and they're in this tank, and they're just like, I think the tank is called Fury, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
And they just roll around in the tank, but like there's also a part
In a
where they start
brigade.
falling in love with French women that they
Mhm.
save,
yeah.
and they show like little kids hanging from trees because
Mhm.
they were part of the Nazi youth program,
Yeah.
Hitler youth program, and everything. It's a really good movie.
It's a really exaggerated movie, but it's like it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch, dude. There's a
good
lot
movie.
of death in that movie.
really good movie.
But just a random thing about method acting. I remember listening to this interview with the cast from Suicide Squad. They got tattoos on their like toes or something of each other or something, and that just made me kind of cringe because the movie wasn't that great, and they just kind of got tattoos just for the sake of
the
that.
problem with that movie is that it's a prime example of what happens when
When DC tries to make a movie. Because DC can't make a good movie, dude, unless
What
it's
do you
Dark
mean?
Knight.
Oh, I was about to say.
Okay.
Everyone points to Dark Knight,
Yeah, but that's not.
to the franchise.
No. In my opinion, Dark Knight is a crime movie based around Batman. Think about
well,
that.
no, I think what happened with that movie is when producers and everything and like companies get a hold of the movie and directors lose their power because supposedly what
Oh, yeah.
happened was Jared Leto was really good as Joker.
He had a lot more
but
time.
all
too.
his scenes got fucking cut.
Yeah, all his
He
scenes got
play-
cut.
He's on the screen for like 7 minutes max.
Yeah, barely, dude.
So he also method acts too, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he method
And
acted.
supposedly,
Not as good as Heath Ledger.
supposedly though, Heath Ledger locked himself in a room
Oh yeah.
for like
Motel.
days and days.
Yeah.
And there's this journal that I've seen. It is fucking terrifying.
I remember-
Everyone should look this journal up.
Yeah.
It is fucking terrifying.
It's like what pictures of coyotes or something.
It's like he
What?
writes shit like
Like
he's drawing
crazy.
shit. I think that he also
It's like
he,
Ryan
he
got
would just
Ryan.
stay hours in front of the mirror and try to
Yeah.
like perfect his accent, not his
Mhm.
accent, his like his speaking tone, his speaking pattern.
Yeah, I realize method acting is very common, like amongst actors.
Supposedly it's cheating.
Yeah.
That's what they say. They say
No,
that
I
it's
can
like the
see
bitch
that.
way of acting. That's what
Yeah.
I've heard.
Yeah, I was what was I gonna say? You know, like Ryan Reynolds and Pikachu.
I wish we could play that video, but
Yeah,
whatever.
Don't want to get
there's this.
demonetized.
We're not getting monetization anyway, but
of course.
there's this video of Ryan Reynolds. It's like Ryan Reynolds is doing well for YouTube. He's making these YouTube videos now. Well,
Yeah.
he probably isn't doing them. Someone's probably doing it for him.
someone's editing. For him.
But He's acting as if he method acts for Pikachu.
Yeah, it's
and
great.
then Blake Lively's in there, and he's not method acting. He's like, I am method acting. Ryan Reynolds is fucking hilarious, though.
I think Ryan Reynolds is hilarious. I think he's great at voices. I think he has a great voice for comedy. It's great. Like Deadpool and like everything, dude, that he does, bro. Amazing. You know, I like Paul Rudd too. I like Paul Rudd. Just throw that in there.
I don't know who's Paul Rudd.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. I thought it was who's the Hulk.
Hulk?
Yeah, not the original
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo. Who's the original one? Edward Norton?
Lou Ferrigno.
No, the original.
The original one.
Calm down, bro.
Tim Roth.
No, it's
Tim Roth.
Edward. Wasn't it Edward Norton?
Oh.
Edward Norton plays the Hulk.
You're right.
In the first one.
Why do I confuse Tim Roth with Edward Norton?
They're not even. You're talking about Tim Roth, the guy from Lie to Me?
Tim Roth from Pulp Fiction.
And Lie to Me.
And Hateful Eight. I don't know if he's in Lie to Me.
He's the main character in Lie to Me.
He's in Lie to Me?
Yes.
I love Tim Roth, man. Oh,
He's
yeah.
the main character in Lie to Me.
Yeah, he's badass, man.
I was gonna tell you about this. I think we should boycott. I think I'm hopping on the boycott.
Boycotting who? Kaepernick?
No. Captain Marvel.
Well, you're boycotting. Why? What happened?
Watch it, bro.
Why?
Dude, I was watching. So there's this dude.
You literally told me last week we're gonna watch.
Yeah, last week, after coming out of Into the Spider-Verse,
yeah,
we saw a poster of Captain Marvel, and I was like, we have to see this movie.
Before Infinity War.
Look up what's his bitch's
What's going
name?
on
What's
with
his bitch's name? The main character, Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Brie Larson. Yeah, I like Brie Larson.
This cunt of a woman, Brie Larson.
What happened?
Listen,
What'd she do?
shit, dude. Does it have a score already on IMDb? Did they fix it? You used to have a score, right?
There's
like 40.
There's no score.
Okay.
Since it's
anyway,
not really
the point
out
is that but there's a bunch of places that already have like 1 out of 10.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
1 out of 10. Why?
So I was talking to someone on Discord yesterday. His name is Ichi. This dude. He's really negative. No.
Oh.
He's really negative. But he brought up some fair points yesterday. He was talking about the movie and he was like,
he saw it?
He said that he wants to boycott it, but he can't because he has to see it to understand what happens in Endgame.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get us. And dude, Brie Larson is on record saying that white men are overportrayed in movies, and that she's also on record saying that Marvel is with her on making Captain Marvel a feminist masterpiece or some shit like that. Exactly. So I think, and everyone online is starting to say that it's looking like Captain Marvel is going to be just like feminist. Like you've seen Supergirl? Have you heard about how feminist it is? I think it's
kinda, not really.
It really is just like, oh, so he's a white cis male. Yeah, the show.
Oh, my friend watches that. No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's like this like Supergirl propaganda.
Really?
Feminist, yeah, which I have no problem with feminism.
How's Wonder Woman? Was that like very? I don't think it was.
Perfect,
I saw it.
Bro.
I love Wonder Woman. I love Gal Gadot.
I think they make like a couple of jokes like, oh, it's a woman, and it's funny
but
because it is a woman, and you see Gal Gadot. And you know Gal Gadot's an actual badass. Like she's an Israeli.
Yeah, she's Israeli.
She already did her
forces,
service and everything.
Everything.
This girl can probably fight and really shoot guns.
She can kill you.
And you can tell though because I have a friend Dalia who's
Jewish
and has done her time. But listen,
she's done her time.
Yeah, she already did her service. But Dalia is not athletic. Like just because you do shit doesn't mean you're athletic. There's some people who are just not athletic. And Dalia falls under her. Gal Gadot is athletic. Gal Gadot looks
and she had a baby too
and moves like she's athletic.
Yeah,
so it's legit.
Yeah.
But then Brie Larson, so like if you look up, I don't look it up though, but because I had trouble finding it. But she's happened? Like on record saying like she had to actually apologize, saying that she doesn't hate white men because of the comment she said, and she kind of alluded to the fact that in Endgame, the ending is basically gonna be her like swooping in and killing Thanos. And supposedly
she said that kind of.
She alluded to it, I think, on a Twitter rant. And yeah, she's basically saying that Captain Marvel is going to be this like feminist masterpiece where like females are finally empowered and shit like that.
But that's so like.
That's why I don't want to see that movie.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I don't want to sound rude. Like I respect like women and everything, but that's just annoying. It's really annoying. It's annoying, dude.
She's saying that, man. I love it when white women complain about the majority.
Oh my god, dude.
But
seriously.
She's white, right?
Yeah.
Her name is Brie Larson.
Brie Larson, dude.
Is that her like actress name or
be like that's her name. That's her name, Brie Larson. Like, oh my god, I didn't hear about that, but damn, dude, that really turns me off the movie, man. Damn, that really
dead ass, bro. Apparently, it's gonna be like this feminist piece.
Shit, dude. Like. To prove what point? You know, like saying that white men are like taking over Hollywood.
No, I think it's more gonna be like just like females can be empowered because the
But,
only
like-
female superhero is Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman, yeah.
Yeah. But Captain Marvel is supposed to be like
But
so.
they have
Apparently,
to-
fans though, like canonically, I think that's religion. Canonly, Captain Marvel has many different origin stories, and her powers or like her power level is never really expressed. But supposedly, Marvel in this universe is gonna make her like insane, like she's the
like
only
invincible kind of.
like
that's not a
invincible
good
type
movie.
shit. Exactly. So they're it's
Have
starting
you-
to seem like it's just gonna be this feminine. And the thing about this also is Endgame is gonna be the last time Robert Downey Jr. plays Iron Man.
Yeah, I heard.
It's gonna be the last time that this fucking Captain America. What's his name?
Chris
Evans.
Chris
Last time
Evans,
Chris
yeah.
Evans is gonna play Captain Marvel,
Yeah.
and I think that's it for now. But those are basically the two
what
main
about,
guys.
what about Chris Hemsworth?
Thor.
Is he gonna
He might. I don't know about his contract, but I know. I'm pretty sure Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans are done.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Done.
No. Dude,
So,
I'm surprised that
what
he was
are we
gonna
gonna
do
do?
Infinity War.
What's gonna happen? Like, what is this? This is a buildup
Oh man.
that has been leading for 10 years.
Since I was a freshman in high school, man. Even earlier than that. Dude.
It's been leading for 10 years. I think.
Yeah.
Ever since Iron Man one came out.
That was me in 8th grade. Yeah.
Ever since Iron Man 1 came out, this has been the build up to the movie that's coming out this summer. And they're just going to plague it with a movie. Like, I don't understand. Like, they've taken creative liberties. They have.
Yep.
So, for example, Thanos in the comic books, he kills all these people to try to impress Lady Death, not to like,
the Lady Death.
not to balance out the
Yeah.
world. So they took that liberty.
I'm surprised they didn't even put Lady Death in the movie.
I think it'd be kind of hard to portray and people kind of roll their eyes.
Yeah. Okay.
But
I don't
like-
think anyone that really like cares about Marvel like even knows who Lady Death is.
Yeah, let's see where the comic books. I just know because
Yeah.
I've looked it up. But
Mm-hmm.
so they've taken many creative liberties,
Yep.
which is good because we don't know how it's going to end. But you're telling me that we've been building up for 9 years and you're going to introduce a character a month and a half before the movie comes out that's going to save the world? I just don't. It's so
That's like a
stupid.
cheap way to get
It's
out.
like the worst Deus Ex Machina that I've ever seen in my life.
That's like a cheap way to wrap things up, dude. And they're gonna make her like invincible.
Dude, it's
Like
like
near
if
invincible?
in the 7th book of Harry Potter,
Oh, man, dude.
right before the snake kills Harry,
Yep. Yeah, I remember that.
someone comes in all of a sudden. You're like, hey, you're just
Yeah.
a random character that they introduced 20 pages before. He comes and just grabs it by the neck and rips it apart,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then kills Voldemort.
Basically,
That's literally what it would be like.
like a writing, you know.
It's a writing.
Just
It's a Deus
to
Ex
sweep
Machina
it
moment.
over.
It's
Yeah.
literally that translates to because God.
Yep.
It's literally.
Exactly.
Or like, I'd be more happy if Stan Lee comes down from the heavens and kicks Thanos in the fucking face. I'd be plotting in the movie. Like, I'd prefer that than Captain Marvel sweeping and be like,
Yeah.
and just like stop mansplaining me and just fucking kill him.
And she's gonna be like near invincible. You said.
I don't know when you're invincible, but they're kind of making it seem that she's just gonna be the most overpowered one ever, and that she's gonna be the savior, and that Tony's gonna have to work with her, and just a bunch of shit. Like that's what she's alluding to in her Twitter rants.
What the hell, dude? What the hell, dude? That's so boring, bro.
It's such a cop out.
That's such a
Not
cop
only is it a
out,
cop out, it's a
dude.
feminist cop out.
Huge, man, especially in their well, I mean, you got to think about it like this though, you know, like superheroes, you know, when they were created when, like 50 years ago, 50, 60 years
the first
ago.
superhero was Batman, I believe, in DC.
Batman,
Actually, no,
or-
it was Marvel. I think for Marvel it was Spider-Man, and for I don't know if it was Spider-Man or Batman, but it was one of those two. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
We'll look it up for superhero, but I'm pretty sure it was Detective Batman. I'm pretty sure, maybe. I thought it was Spider-Man.
The first superhero was during the World War II era.
It was Captain America.
Actually, Superman, Batman, Captain Marvel, Wonder Woman, and Captain America.
So it's all. Oh, it's just a mixture of DC and Marvel, I guess.
Yeah, DC and Marvel, but there's still like 2
Yeah,
out of 5.
I'm pretty sure
women.
the first show though was Batman.
Oh, for Adam West.
But was it
Was it Adam West?
wasn't it Spider-Man animated? Spider-Man does
Really?
whatever
You
a
think so?
spider can.
Okay, let me look it up then.
Da-na-na, na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Look out. Here comes Spider-Man.
Superman, 1941.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
They were animating Superman in
Yeah,
1940.
they don't give a fuck. Dude, they just did it, dude.
Was that
They
during
just-
the World War? No,
what?
that was right before the World War.
During the World War, bro.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, it started in 38?
1941.
It started in 38, right?
30. What?
The World War? Did it start in 42?
The World War II?
Yeah. I got that dumbass question.
Yeah. World War II started during 1939.
30, okay, I said 38.
So during the middle of.
yeah,
they
I was
produced.
taught that it started in 40s and ended in 44.
Really? No.
I'm pretty sure I was taught that. But I think that always depends on what you consider like the first act of war.
Like friends.
Because you can say it was internal between Germany.
Of course.
Or you can say that, what was the first attack Hitler did? I don't remember.
The first attack Hitler did, dude. I don't know, dude. Do you want me to look that up?
Nah, fuck it.
That's a lot of info.
We don't do facts.
We don't do facts.
We're just looking up on Wikipedia. We don't do facts. We just make
Wikipedia.
them up down here.
Yeah.
But I know.
Dude,
Well,
dude, that's
well, I could say
crazy.
for me, you could say that the Second World War started when Hitler took power, because Hitler took power militarily,
World War II.
militaristically.
World War II.
Yes,
Oh, of
Hitler
course.
had a military coup. I'm pretty sure
Yeah, he did.
after he got out of prison. Was he released or was he broke out? No, he was.
I think
released.
he was released. Yeah,
I thought,
no,
I thought he broke out like in fucking Reznov
Holy
and
shit, like The Rock.
Black Ops 2,
when
dude.
Fucking what's his name? Oh no, that's completely
Secure the keys,
different. Yeah. Rise from darkness, dude.
dude. Step
The
one:
8 steps.
rise
man.
from darkness, secure the keys. dude.
Reznov.
That's what it feels like.
But that's crazy though. Yeah, I don't know about that, dude. Captain Marvel, man. I don't know if I'm gonna really enjoy that, dude.
I mean, we're probably gonna see it together at the end of the day. But I feel like we have to see the movie, because if we don't see the movie, we're gonna be so confused when she pulls up flying
yeah,
and just beats the shit out of Thanos.
honestly, one of my favorite ones was the Ant-Man one, dude.
I still haven't seen that movie.
Ant-Man was fun. I loved it. I don't know. Like, I love Paul
I
Rudd.
just don't like Paul Rudd.
I love Paul
I don't
Rudd,
like Paul
man.
Rudd.
He's like Ed Helms, dude. He's like the average dude, you know?
You know what I'm scared about this podcast is that since we're actually putting this online,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say when, because I do feel like if we just keep on it, we will blow up somehow. If I keep on YouTube and we
Yeah,
do podcasting,
Keep putting it on.
there are gonna be some fans that are gonna watch these episodes, and in 2 years, when I'm like, I love Paul Rudd, they're gonna be like, actually, no, you
exactly.
don't. And I'm gonna be
It's like finding those like tweets, you know,
Dude,
that
we're gonna
ruin
be-
your career.
when me and Russell run for office in 2032,
Yeah. Okay.
please, fans, don't look into these episodes.
No, we're deleting all these.
Yeah, we're just deleting them all. But yeah, bro, can you imagine? We're running for office in 2032.
Dude, I
Me
think
and you.
I think in the
Me and you and Lil Pump.
yeah, I
And
think
then and then all of a sudden they're like, you remember in 2019, February 25th, whatever the fuck day it
it
is.
is 25th.
It is that. Whoa, look at me. February 25th of 2019, when you said that women, and it pulls up the papers,
Captain
when women
Marvel.
are actually ugly if they are fat. And you just freeze.
Oh shit, you know. I think excuse me one sec. I think honestly in the future it's either we're gonna be very politically correct or
I
very
hope
not
not.
give a shit.
I hope we're not
You
giving
know.
shit, dude. I can't
It's
imagine
either
us.
one.
I
It's
can't
up-
imagine
it's up
us.
in the air right now.
I can't imagine in a couple of years tiptoeing around minefields to see what I can say and what I can't.
It's like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't read that. I remember I said something. I forgot. I remember I said something at work. I said something like, he's a bit chubby, and then everyone was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean that. Like, everyone was like very.
You said that?
Yeah, I was like.
You said someone was chubby?
I was like, one of the people I know was chubby, and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to make fun of fat people. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, relax, dude. Like, he's not here. Like, he doesn't care either. You know.
Well, it's a workplace, though.
Yeah,
Like,
but it wasn't even in front of
I
people.
browse. Sometimes this is gonna label me. Probably you too. I'm jumping. We're both sinking the ship right now.
Mm-hmm.
Me and you have looked around the Red Pill a bunch, and I don't know if you knew about
the Reddit?
The Red Pill. No, the Reddit is shut down. Did you know that?
Red Pill Reddit shut down? Oh, that's why I don't see their stuff.
It's
anymore,
not shut
man.
down. It's more. It's called It's
McDonald's.
like biohazard.
Biohazard.
It's literally called. It's quarantine. That's what it's called.
Quarantine?
It's literally called quarantine. So like if you're on your phone, you can't access it.
Wow.
You
Really?
you have to go through Safari, and then click out. They don't tell you. You have to click somewhere that it doesn't show. So like you can now look at it, and it's dead. Obviously,
That's crazy.
it's dead. But yeah, Reddit fucking shut it down. They shut down incels, fat people hate.
They
Red
shut down
Pill.
incels?
Yeah,
I swear I saw
years
like
ago.
no, they have another one called Incel Tears.
Oh, okay, maybe, but they have to be more careful.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so Reddit, what the Red Pill has now is they have a basically like an actual forum online now.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's called therapy.com.
Oh my
But
god.
anyway, if anyone doesn't know, the red pill is, I'm going to defend them because I feel like liberty of expression, freedom of expression is something
Yeah.
that we should defend over here.
I agree.
And the red pill is basically a site.
Or
Subreddit. If I read what they say, is it's a subreddit empowering men. That's what it is. Basically. If you look at it from another side, it might be a bit misogynistic.
Mm-hmm.
But that's basically what it is, and it's more kind of like a dating, like how to like hook up with women. They kind of teach you a bit.
Yeah.
But they also have a bunch of ideologies where they're interesting, which they say that like all men basically just want sex and all females also want it, but you just need to comply with certain things to make them want it.
Mm-hmm.
And I completely forgot where I'm going with this.
What about the red pill you were explaining? A red pill or something like that.
Completely forgot where I was going with this. Anyway, so yeah, the red pill is now dead.
Oh, that sucks,
they have
dude.
a forum online, but yeah.
I've been really into that.
Completely lost my train of thought. Jesus Christ,
dude, me too. But I'm actually really into that subreddit anti MLM or something.
What is that?
Multi-level
Marketing. I've seen that. I
dude, my friend Ryan, dude, he because we know this girl.
You sent me one of those, I think.
Yeah, because we know this girl. She's like really deep into it, which is awful. It's awful for her. It's awful to even be one. It's a pyramid scheme.
People, if you're one of my friends, and normally they're females, please stop trying to get me into your pyramid schemes.
Yeah, stop.
I really don't want to get into Forex. I really do not want to start selling Avon. I really do not want to start selling L'Oreal either, or kitchen knives.
I don't care about kitchen knives, dude. That was a big one. They tried to get me into that one, dude. And
you want to buy $1,000 worth of kitchen knives and then sell them for $1,200?
Yeah.
Do you know the risk?
Yeah, that you
huge,
get it, man. They promise you you're gonna pay off your credit card debt. And, like, you're going to make, like, $20 an hour. No, you don't, dude.
You make $20 an hour if you sell them all in 8 hours. Like, that's just... You can't tell a salesman how much money he's going to make an hour if you give him only profit off the sales.
Yep.
That's illogical.
I agree, dude. So, yeah, I mean, this one girl, my friend Ryan and I know, she's really deep into that.
What does she sell though? Like kitchen knives?
Dude, I don't even
shampoo?
know, bro.
Oh, you showed me it, actually.
Yeah. Like, I think she sells, like, some lotion or something, bro. But, like, she's always, like, telling, like, girls, oh, if you want to join my team, all we do is travel and do all this. But, like, dude,
she's so fake. I actually saw her. We were checking her Instagram stories. And, listen, I'm not going to name drop, but we both know one of these girls that I know from Cancun.
Do I know her?
Yeah, of course you do.
Okay, I know her.
Yeah, you do know her. And not physically, but you know who I'm talking about. And you will know in a couple seconds.
Okay.
And all of their fucking stories are like, today's a blessed day.
Oh.
Or it's like, rise and grind. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. I do not care what you do with your life. And I understand how some people don't care what I do either. If you made it this far, you might actually care about us at this point, right?
Yeah.
But listen to me. I follow you. I understand that. So I do kind of like, I'm shooting myself in the foot when I'm saying this, but you have to stop acting like your life is perfect.
Oh,
because it's not. Like, she also does multi-level marketing.
She does that?
Well, Forex is multi-level marketing, in my opinion.
She does Forex?
Yes.
Well, Forex is like...
So she's always like, like basically what your girl like showed. She's on the one you're talking about now.
Showed you.
Yeah, she's on her stories talking about like, oh my god, my friends are so positive, and like you see the group chats, and it's like, yes, babe, slay,
hun.
Like,
they used to say hun or sis. God,
it's like, shut the fuck up. Like, why do you think that everyone is so into your life?
Yeah.
Or actually, there's another guy that we both.
Oh my god, dude.
You want to name drop him?
It's up to you because you know him. Like, it's up to you, dude. But like,
all right, I'm not. I know. But if he ever sees this, well, I just don't want to get back to him. So anyway, there's this dude that we follow on Instagram, both of us. Yep. And he probably knows already who it is.
If he listens to this,
he knows who he is. But he's trying to he's trying to make it to the NFL, and he's like 23, I think, or 24, and he's still in MDC.
Dude, he knows exactly who you're talking. That's so specific.
Well, if he sees it, I don't think he follows me. So
well, actually, I know. Like, yeah, continue.
So if he sees it, then he's trying to make it to the MDC, and he's trying to get on. He's trying to make
it to the NFL.
He's trying to make it. He's trying to make the NFL. My bad.
Yeah.
And he's trying to walk on. He's trying to walk onto the NFL. Also, or he's trying to get drafted. He's trying to walk onto a Division I team.
He's trying. Should we just say the name of the school?
I mean, yeah, fuck it. At this point, I just don't want someone to see this and then know who we're talking about, so he sent it to him.
Yeah, of course.
But he's trying to get onto UCF, the Knights, the undefeated team except
Was
one
they
game
they
for the
lost
past
one.
3 years.
Yeah.
Who did they lose against? LSU, right?
No,
I'm
it was
pretty sure.
Boise. I think it
Really?
was Boise.
Boise?
I believe so. Let me
We'll
look
check
it
it.
up, but you continue talking.
And so every day, this man posts stories of him working out, and I don't mind that because if your page focuses on working out, completely understandable.
They
The
lost
pro-
against Memphis, which is
Is
oh
that
no
an unranked
no
team?
they lost against LSU. You're right.
Yeah. I remember because I was walking around and I saw it and I started flipping shit.
It was Boise. Oh, you're
No,
good.
LSU. They lost by like 15 points.
8 points.
8 points?
By 1 touchdown.
That's sad. Can you
Yeah.
imagine? Anyway, the point is that all his posts are always accompanied with that like bullshit tag like "be great, be better." He's like the Casey Neistat, the wannabe Casey Neistat.
He's like Gary Vaynerchuk.
He's like the
thing.
but with a broken ass camera.
Yeah.
And his posts are so ugly.
Oh
They're
my
so like
God,
they're
yeah.
so
He's like on
filtered and everything.
Android,
And listen,
dude.
I like Russell knows me. I'm one of the most anti-negative people out there. Like if you want to do
I'm
something,
very negative.
he's really negative. Like he actually hates on this man directly too. He's
No, but I like him though. He's cool.
He's okay. I hope he makes it to this part.
Yeah.
And he's probably like getting the bat ready, dog.
Yeah.
And so Russell will hit
don't
on him
care,
every
though.
once in a while. I like this man because he's actually following his dreams. At least from what I see on Instagram. I don't know.
Okay, I want to say one thing, dude. I don't know, man. I just think that like, you know, when I was reading something about sociopaths, like one of the traits is setting unrealistic goals that you know that you might not even achieve.
But I can come back with a counterpoint in that saying that you can also imagine, like you can vision and imagine yourself with those goals.
But like you have to think of it realistically, dude.
But what is realistic to you? Why
Dude,
not?
if you
Like,
don't, if you've never
dude,
played
okay,
high
so
school
listen,
football,
what's that NFL player that has one arm?
Saquim or something? Saquim
It's
Griffin?
his weird ass name. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a twin.
It's Saquim, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah, he's a twin brother.
So, do you
Or
realize
something.
how unrealistic it is for him to want to be in the NFL
but
when he first started?
listen. No, he lost his hand in college.
Oh shit!
He had a
What?
disease, so he had to get surgery to cut it off. But the thing is,
Still
he's a defensive tackle. No, he's a defensive end. Dude,
okay, your point is
Jason Pierre-Paul, he used to have 2 hands, dude. He blew one up and lost like 4 fingers
how do you lose it?
from fireworks. He's being a dumbass, and he's still be able to play. He's still
No wonder they're legal.
he's still putting up the numbers because he's a defensive end. He doesn't have to catch the ball. You get it?
But the point is, wasn't it unrealistic for them to want to be in the NFL after they lost a hand? This man has
No,
both
unless
of his
you're a
hands.
tight end.
This man
Unless
has
you're a
both of his
quarterback.
hands.
If you're a quarterback and you lost a hand
or receiver
or a receiver, dude, you can't make it back. But if you're a defensive end or if you're like a guard, that you don't have to really do much with your hands.
Listen, the point being is, if this man makes it to the NFL, if you're watching this, I am so grateful
I think
that I
you
never
should.
hated on you.
Yeah,
Like you, even though that what I just said might be construed as hate, please don't take it like that.
yeah.
I really do support you. Russell can vouch for me. I really do support this.
I'm gonna say this. I support you, but I'm just saying, dude, if you never played high school football or any organized sports, you're not Vince Papale, dude. Like, it's gonna be very hard for you. Like if you never played any organized sports at all, and you're just a walk-on to
The
a
thing
D1
is, I don't
school.
remember if he played high school football or not.
You told me no.
I don't remember. Like I
Oh,
probably
okay.
said no, but I think he did it. Like not
Still,
organized.
dude.
Like he wasn't recruited.
If he's not playing JUCO by now,
He probably didn't because a
still.
couple years ago he was really fat.
Yeah, unless he was like a tackle or something.
No.
Or center.
I think he played like
No,
he played flag.
dude. Like flag.
He played flag, dude, for a while. I'm
Dude,
pretty
I
sure.
played flag for a little bit at one point, dude. I used to play a little bit, dude.
I mean, I played contact. Got my ass beat.
Exactly, dude. Like, but at least you have that experience in organized sports, dude. Like,
Yeah,
you
played
know,
basketball
coaching
for 8 years, for 10 years.
You
dude.
know how to read things. You know how to read plays if they say like XYZ. You know what that means. Like, dude, I know 4 or 5 people that are NFL ready, but they're not there yet, and they went to D1 schools.
What do you mean they're not ready?
They're not that great.
Oh, they're just not there talent.
Yeah, but they got scholarships to D1 schools.
But would you think that they might make it to the NFL?
No.
Well, out of those 4, statistically, none of them are gonna make it.
Yeah,
What's
like 4 or
the
5.
stats on it? Is it like 1 in?
I'm not too sure.
It's like 1 in 8 or some
1 in 8
crazy
people. Let me
shit.
take a look.
Yeah, it's some crazy number like that. That like college players, out of a whole team, I think maybe 3 of them, if that, will make it to the NFL.
It's 1 in 17, or 5.8%.
I just said 2. I just said 3 out of a team, so I was wrong. It's 2. I was
About
close enough,
okay.
though.
About 1 in 50, or 2% high school senior players eventually drafted by an NFL team. Wait.
That's high school, though.
Wait. Oh, I'm gonna read the whole stats for you, dude. Like, but dude, like, man, I mean, I support you, bro, but it's gonna be hard, man.
I mean, I always say this. I've told you this multiple times. If we don't support someone going to the NFL, then how can you support me trying to make it on
Yeah,
YouTube?
of course.
Or like
But-
us making a podcast.
But YouTube is more. But we're doing the podcast now. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but there's no, like, the only entry level for a podcast is having a fucking working voice and money
Yeah.
to start.
Yeah.
Like, we could have started with worse shit.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah. Like, I've
Like,
seen
what the
people-
setup cost? The setup probably costs $400.
Yeah.
People are surprised by like, whoa, $400. Yeah,
Yeah.
you get this. You have to have a Zoom or anything. You can probably work around
this is
it.
probably the most expensive.
That's
thing.
probably, what was that, $250?
$250. Yeah, I paid you. half
$250.
that.
This was $90. That was around $92.
Yeah.
Then both arms, $25 maybe,
And a computer.
and an
but-
XLR cable. You don't really need the computer.
Yeah, you don't need it.
Well, actually, yeah, you do. So you can edit your shit.
Okay, so football is 1.6%
Of what? Just people in
of
general
people in general
that play football. There's no
that
way.
make it
That's
to
pretty
the
high.
NFL. That make it to
What?
NFL. 1.6%.
You're telling me 1 point?
NCAA.
Oh, I thought you meant just people in general in the world. I was
oh
like,
my
that's
God,
insane.
dude. Sign me up, dude.
I like those
Vince
odds.
Papali, dude. I'll
Yeah.
run
So
around.
statistically, we're not making it as a podcast people. I'm not making it as a YouTuber, but it's just. So here's the differentiation I have between sports and like YouTube and everything.
Mhm.
YouTube, podcasting, anything that's social, you can get better.
Yeah.
You can work, you can grind it out, and you have the ability to create followers and a fan base of what you do. When you're doing sports,
You have like a window.
there's a window,
really
and not
tight
only
window.
that, some people do have genetic capabilities that are just maxed.
Yeah.
Like, I'm actually thinking of doing YouTube series.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually gonna buy whenever I have the money, a T7i,
Yeah.
a Rode mic, and a thing, so I can have a fucking vlogging camera.
That's
But
a good camera.
I think I'm gonna start a YouTube series, but I'm just gonna try to get my vertical up, see if I can dunk it.
Yeah.
Because
sure.
no, I'm like 6'1".
6'6"?
No, I'm
Oh my
6,
god.
3 dots, 6'1" maybe on a good day.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm athletic at a decent. Like I'm not fast, but you can see me. Like, you can tell that I can move.
You can move.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm not like I'm not like Dahlia,
Mm-hmm.
and so I should be able to dunk it if I try.
Yeah.
My dad never was able to. My dad played D2. I ever told you this? My dad
No,
played
you never
D2.
told me
My dad
that.
played D2. He got full scholarship.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
My dad played
See,
D2.
look at that.
Was it D2 or 3? Anyway, the point is he got a scholarship for playing
Hey
basketball.
man, but yeah, continue. Sorry.
And no, I'm just saying he was never even close to dunking it. But
Oh.
my dad is 5'8".
You really?
Yeah,
He's
bro.
that's like my height.
Yeah. Oh,
I never seen
maybe
him in so
5'9".
long though.
You haven't seen him in like 12 years.
Yeah, I haven't seen him. I just spoke to him. He'll send me a text now and then.
Yeah, yeah. My dad really cares for you. My dad's really nice. He just.
Yeah, but he's in
doesn't-
Cancun, right?
Yeah, he's in Cancun.
He's never comes over here.
No.
That's
Never.
why. I might come like during summer.
You should. I'm gonna start. I want the camera by summer so we can. Vlog.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it'd be fun. But
I
what were you
wanna
saying
vlog.
about football?
I'm just saying
Basketball?
that eventually you can get like genetic. Like, let's say if I work for 6 months and I can't dunk the ball by the eighth month or a year, like, my dude, I'm just never gonna get it. You know.
Oh, of course.
Like, if I'm 22 years old, I still cannot dunk the ball, and I'm actually trying every day of my life to get a higher vertical.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not gonna be able to dunk it. You know?
I agree.
You gotta eventually give up on your dreams. But when it comes to, for example, social media, or like Gary
yes.
Vaynerchuk said that he would tweet like 1,000 people a day every day for like 5 years
Yeah, yeah.
until he finally got popular. And that's the grind. That's
Yeah.
literally what the grind is.
I even tweeted to him and he replied, messaged me a couple
Really?
times too. Yeah, he's a cool guy. He retweeted me a couple times.
Yo, I was on YouTube. You know how much
Mhm.
I watch? Like 20 hours of YouTube, like 40 or 30 hours of YouTube a week. I was on YouTube, dog. Dax.
What about it?
So I don't know if you heard of the controversy with Dax, but Dax has been on blast recently because
Oh, yeah.
supposedly he was stealing money from people. Like, he started getting kind of lazy, and he was selling like $1,000 verses and he was doing like these 30-second verses. And supposedly, so here's a breakdown of the beef real quick. You know, Crypt is, right?
Yeah. Oh, the white dude.
Yeah, the fat white dude.
Yeah, he's
What is that?
cool.
My bad.
I like
If you ever
that
see
guy.
this, I like Crypt. He's
I like that guy.
fucking beast at rapping.
Yeah, he's crazy.
And so, you know, Crypt Quedeca, right? So Crypt, Quedeca, and Screw, they dropped a song called Four Horsemen. I told you this. I think I showed you it.
Yes.
And Dax is on it. Supposedly, the saying goes that Crypt posted a video, like 20-minute video explaining this. He says that Quedeca, Screw, and him did a song and they didn't charge anything because they like rapping. Quedeca's actually bigger than Dax. I don't know if at this point he is. Yeah, but he was like 2 months ago.
After that Tory Lanez stuff.
He still was, even after Tory Lanez.
Really?
Yeah.
Quedeca was
sub count at least.
Yeah,
and
of course.
Quedeca, like they all rap. They sent their video part
Mm-hmm.
for free, like because they just like rapping and they like the idea of having 4,
which is nice.
Really big YouTuber rap. I don't know anyone. I don't know Screw, but apparently he can rap. I like this verse.
Which is nice. I like that.
Just nice. It's really cool, right?
Yeah.
And then Crypt went on and he was like, "Yo, Dax," because Dax like followed him back when they did the diss track on KSI.
Yeah,
right?
I remember that.
And apparently Dax is super cool. Crypt, even when he reacted the first time he did the diss track, he was like, he said Dax is gonna blow up in 2019. He said it. He hit Dax up, and Dax posted a story saying, "I'm selling cheap verses." And Crypt was like, "Hey, what's up, bro? How much are you selling a verse for?" I don't remember how much he sold it for. I don't even want to say.
Like 1,000,
but I think
maybe?
it was 1,000. Like he started at 1,000. That's cheap.
I mean,
I don't know. I'm not rapping, but and this, I don't know if it was 1,000 or like 3,000. That's the thing.
Jesus Christ.
But I don't want to go up to 3 because that's 3 times.
Just imagine charging that much for words,
dude. For
words, bro.
And so the problem with this is he was like, Crypt was like, no, like he was like, fuck off. Like, he's like, there's no way. He was so out of his price range.
I thought they were friends.
So did I. So did everyone else. And so he goes, it's $1,000. And Crypt is like, oh, all right, man, that's way out of my price range. Like, it's not even close to what I can do. He was like, whatever. Have a good day, bro. And then Dax is like, wait, hold up, homie.
Wait, hold up,
He was
homie.
like, wait up, homie.
Okay.
Do you want, like, tell me your price range? And he was like, honestly, 400 is the max I can do.
Which is, I think that's reasonable
and
for a Dax verse.
Dax replies, he's like, you know what? Bump it up to 600.
600?
And I can do it. And Crypt is like,
they're friends.
Crypt is like, all right, fuck it. Because everyone was like, come on, guys, please. I really want Dax in the song. So Crypt is like, all right, fuck it. Pays him 600, right? Dax, so he mixes the song, whatever. He has Quedeca, Screw, and his verse on it. And Crypt sends over his verse. And he even, in the video he does, he puts his verse on. And it's like this, it's like this
Dax's?
30-second verse.
Dax's?
Yeah, that is so rushed. God. You can tell he wrote it in an hour, maximum.
Oh my God.
And
so
Dax can rap. Like, there's this, I on the Logan Paul podcast, he said some of his poetry. This dude can rap, all right? There's no doubt in my mind about that.
I agree with you.
But it was this lazy ass, like, I'm the greatest type verse.
Yeah, he just jumped.
He was like, and Crypt was like, wow, like, this is a lazy ass verse. And he was like, whatever, I'll keep it. And then Dax was like, hey, send me the verses, the other people's verses, so I can see what's up. Sends them with a remix song. And Dax is like, oh shit, give me a second. I'm going to re-record my verse. Mm-hmm. So he re-recorded a better verse, Russell. Because he saw everyone's verse and he was like, I'm about to get fucking destroyed on this track.
So it's like Kanye on that Smuckers. Have you heard of that?
No.
Kanye sent like a really crappy verse, like mixed with Tyler the Creator and Lil Wayne. And then he found out that
his verse is still shit on Smuckers.
Yeah, but I mean it was
even worse.
It was even worse than that.
It was like I'm blessed.
Yeah. So
it was like blessings.
He literally like.
But that's super shady.
That's
super shady because you're getting paid in the first place. I don't think Kanye got paid for the Tyler the Creator. Like, I doubt it.
No, I think they're
Dax
really
is getting
friends.
paid for this, so he gave a shitty verse. Realized that everyone was out rapping him. Re-recorded his verse and resent it. And then Crypt is like, "Hey, can you send me a video of you like rapping so like I can mix it?" And Dax is like, "Oh, homie, I normally charge like $400 for this."
Dude, when was this?
And Crypt was like a month ago.
Was this after
Crypt was
the Tory Lanez?
It was like 2 days before, I think.
Wow.
And Crypt was like, what the fuck? Like, are you really charging me for the video? And you're like, yeah, we have to pay my cameraman. And Crypt was like, okay, just put your iPhone up and just rap in the studio. And Dax was like, oh, I might charge you like $200 for that.
$200
or some dumb number like that. And he was like, fuck it. He was like at this point he was like, just do it. He does it. And then they hear the verse. And on the verse, he goes, I think there's this line where he goes, 3 dudes and a goat.
Oof.
He's dissing them on their own track.
Why?
He says 3 dudes and a goat. Like, he literally says 3 dudes and a goat, and that's offensive because they're it's like a shot at everyone. It's a diss at everyone.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, what the fuck? And then Screw dropped the diss tech on him later on because
on
they're
Dax?
like, yeah. And there's a part where he goes, and they go 3 dudes and a goat. And he goes, no, more like 3 goats and a dude who's talking about his dick size.
Oof.
Because on the verse, he basically talks about his dick size for a couple seconds, talks about how he can make a bitch moan, and then his verse ends with like, I can make a bitch come, whatever, and it's like you hear moans, and he goes, I can make it, and then he just stops, and he drops the M-bomb. I'm not gonna say that on air right now. Give me a couple weeks, and then he's like, let's just say, I can really do a lot, my G, or something like that.
Oh
And that's how his verse ends. It's like a minute verse, but it's a lazy ass verse too.
Lazy.
While he drops shade on him.
Oh my god.
Anyway, everyone started hating on him. Like when Tory Lanez, he bitched him. I'm sorry, it's a dick move by Tory, but Tory bitched Dax. He really did.
Yeah.
And listen, full
what
disclosure.
happened about Tory? What did he do?
He just ignored it. Like
and people are still leaving comments.
It went away. No, I'm looking at his shit. Nobody's talking about how Tory pulled up on Dax like that. Yeah, nobody's talking about it. And so anyway, the point is everybody.
It's like that Soldier Boy and Chris Brown boxing match. No one ever talked about that.
So
that's crazy.
Everyone hated Tory. They loved Dax because Tory pulled up on him. And then a couple days later, now everyone hated Dax because of the Crip thing and the Screw thing.
Dude,
and Dax publicly, like, I don't think he apologized, but he like tweeted Screw. He followed him back and he's like, I'm sorry. I think he even made a song called I'm Sorry. But he just posted
That's
it.
pathetic, dude.
Full disclosure, I've actually DM'd Dax.
Oh yeah, he
praising
replied.
him.
Yeah.
He's replied to me. I love Dax. Like I for what I thought, what he
crazy.
stood for,
It's
or what he stands for. If it's
Yeah.
real, I love it. I love what he stands for.
I like randomly, like, I remember, like, ever since KSI dissed him, you just love Dax. Yeah, it's like out of nowhere.
But here's where it gets interesting.
Yeah.
So, KSI is replying to his videos and everything. He made fun of Dax for being bitched by Tory and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And Dax tweets, if KSI says my name in his video one more time, I'm gonna fly over to England.
Oh my god.
And KSI replies on Twitter and he says, do you want me to pay for your flight and accommodations? And Dax goes, yeah, book me a first class ticket to London. Give me 5-star accommodation.
Oof.
And give me transport with a license plate that says it's Dax. He's like trolling him.
And he actually.
In case I was bet.
Did this happen?
He just posted a video. I just saw it today, right before you came here.
Oh, okay.
So KSI posted a video. KSI is buying him a 9,000 euro plane ticket from California to England. It's literally the furthest you can get from England in the United States, I'm pretty sure. He is paying for his accommodations. He is getting a travel agency that can put its Dax on the license plate. But KSI said, we're going to spar.
Oh, they're sparring.
I'm looking up right now.
Okay.
But KSI tweet to Dax. Oops. I think KSI said 6 rounds, 3 minutes each.
3 minutes each?
Look it up. Read the tweet. It's gonna say it right there.
Oh, it's on Twitter?
Yeah, it's on Twitter.
Okay.
It's on Twitter.
Oh, I see it. Boxing.
I don't know if it's gonna be on Dax's page, but
first boxing class tomorrow.
Bro, he's never boxed in his life.
Wait, why are they
looking
boxing?
keep looking for KSI. Actually, look KSI. Look up KSI on Twitter.
I see him.
Just look at it, dude. And while you look at the tweet because I want to read what he said the round number and the round minutes.
6 rounds, 3 minutes.
I got it right then. Okay.
Some long rounds.
6 round,
dude.
3 minutes, dude. It's like it's longer than a championship.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's a championship for 10 minutes.
That's gonna be a long ass round. He's
and
gonna tire
dude,
him out.
And so Dax on the Logan Paul podcast was like, "Yeah, I can outbox KSI." He said it, and Logan was like, "Are you sure? Because I boxed him, and he's not easy."
Yeah.
And he's like, and Dax is like, "Yeah, but anything I put my mind to, it's game over." And someone on the
That's
I forgot
sociopathic,
like
dude.
Logan Paul's like friend. He's like, "Are you sure about that though? Because unrealistic goals are sometimes a bit too much, big guy." And he's like, "Well, I'll just try." And he's like, "I'm shredded, I can probably beat KSI." That doesn't make any sense. And dude, KSI apparently, and he sent him his passport details, but KSI leaked his DMs with him.
Yeah.
And Dax is kind of low-key backing out of it. Dax is saying like, "Oh, let me talk to my management," because he already, Dax is like in his DMs, he's like, "LOL, fam, what's good, G?" And KSI is like, "No, stop with this bullshit. We're not friends." KSI's like sending him paragraphs. Was like, I don't fuck with you. Basically, he's saying like, I say whatever the fuck I want, do whatever the fuck I want, and Dax is like, but wait, I'm gonna have to talk to management, so I can clear, because Dax is actually touring right now.
Oh, okay.
And if you go back to Dax's Twitter,
yep,
and look like one of the first ones he said, he's like, oh, I'm touring with Tech 9, and he like adds him. And he's like,
oh really? Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I see
read
it.
it off. What does it say?
I'm touring. I'm on going on tour with
There's
Tech
one
9.
where he's like,
I'm sorry.
No. There's one where he replies to KSI.
Oh, right here.
And
if KSI says my name in one more video,
what is his other tweet?
Hopping on a plane to London. Which one? This one?
There's one where he re-announces the tweet. He re-announces the tour when he's replying to KSI, I think. Maybe he deleted it. But
Yeah,
the point is,
I don't see it.
the point is, he's like, oh, I'm touring with Tech 9. So he's touring all of LA, I think. It's some other part of the US with Tech 9. But it's pretty crazy because he's going to tour a lot of the US for his first tour.
Yeah, of course.
Which is my respect, man. Like, he's doing well.
Yeah, he made it.
And he's like, oh, I have to talk with the people that I'm touring with and the people that signed me up, because I'm contractually obligated to them. And he's like, the people who paid me thousands of dollars. He's like DMing KSI this.
Yeah.
And KSI's like, are you really bitching out right now? He's like, listen. I
Oh
think
my
if I remember what he
God,
said,
excuses.
he's like, I'm paying you a ticket May 8th. Was it May? He was like, May 8th, you're coming to, he goes, May 8th, you arrive. May 9th, I come over and make your bitch ass say sorry again after 6 rounds. And May 9th, May 10th, you go to the Buckingham Palace or some shit. And May 11th, you fuck off. That's what he DM'd him.
Wow.
And Dex is like, LOL, I'll find out. He's like, let me talk to the people who I signed contracts with. And so KSI's like, yep. KSI's really going to spend like 15 grand.
I mean, it's nothing.
To beat this shit.
It's probably nothing to him. Yeah, dude.
Not for KSI.
He can afford it.
Yeah, they even, when KSI is like replying to the tweet that he does it on camera, he's like, fam, do you know who I am? He's like, this shit ain't nothing to me. And he was like, I will beat the shit. Dude, honestly, and there's some people that are replying to KSI saying that he's going to get knocked out by Dax. Do you realize how out of touch these people are?
Yeah.
Can you imagine? KSI's been boxing for 2 years.
Dude, like, I'm going to say this, dude. I'm like not like, I'm like in good shape, I'd say. And I started jiu-jitsu, and that stuff wore me out, dude.
Not to be a dick or anything.
Yeah.
I've been doing jiu-jitsu for like, I've been missing a lot of classes lately, but I've been doing jiu-jitsu for like 6 months now. A 1-stripe white belt.
Yep.
You're a no-stripe white belt.
Yeah.
I have like 4 months on you, maybe.
Yeah, about 4 months.
4 or 6 months.
Yeah.
He came to train at my place.
Yeah.
Like,
no contest. I'm not even
like no contest.
Like I had like dude, like he knows more. Like if like it's like a chess game, dude. It's literally like a chess game, dude. Like I have like strength maybe, but it's not all about that.
He can outbench me. He has clearly bigger arms than me. He's probably stronger than me in every sense.
But if you know technique,
I still choked him. Like I tapped you 3 times in one round.
He got me in a triangle like all the time.
I tapped him 3 times in one round.
And I've never learned how to get out of triangles yet.
Yeah. And you just have to learn it. That's what I'm saying.
You have to learn.
I respect you for coming and actually just getting tapped and
course,
not having any people get
resentful.
People get resentful.
No, it's a whole learning experience.
Thankfully, it never happened. But the thing is, like, if I went up against a purple belt, I will get my shit pushed in. The same against a brown belts, black belts can literally fuck me up with, like, there's a video of a Gracie video where Gracie, I forgot which one, I think
Renzo?
No, not Renzo.
No, Renzo.
No, Royler. Is it Royland or Royland?
Oh yeah, Roland.
He gets out of, I think he beats 2 people with 1 hand or some shit like that.
Yeah.
That's how good black belts are, like, dude, especially the Gracies also.
Very good. Dude.
So can you imagine boxing, my man? That's like,
yeah, and it's not
that's
even
like
really
McGregor.
ranked.
Now that I think, that's like McGregor boxing Mayweather.
Yeah, it really is like McGregor boxing Mayweather, because like McGregor, I mean, he knows how to box, but
and you can also tell they weren't trying to
trade.
injure each other. Like they were going hard, but they weren't. And McGregor gassed the fuck out. You know why?
Of course,
because he doesn't box.
He does
10 rounds for 3 minutes.
He barely even does that.
I am dying. I really hope that Dax boxes KSI, because Dax
is gonna lose.
If Dax is never gonna see it, if anyone ever tweets at him, he might see it because he's really in Twitter. You're gonna get fucked up. And I love you. I've DM'd you. I follow you. You've replied to me. I'm so thankful for that. You're gonna get your shit pushed in. There's no way. There's just no way. He's like, I'm gonna start boxing class tomorrow. What?
Yeah, and he's gonna be ready. You think he's gonna be ready in like 2 months? It's like going to
It's
the
not
NFL,
even 2 months.
dude.
It's like 5 weeks. I think that's what they have.
No, dude, it's not even, dude. But KSI's been doing it for like what, 3 years, 2 years?
And even like Dax replied to him in a DM. He's like, "Can you tell me how sparring works?"
What?
In case I replied,
Sparring or boxing?
because KSI says spar, but it's the same thing because sparring is like at a gym.
Yeah.
You don't have the venue for a boxing
Of course.
fight.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing at the end of the day. Like if they sold tickets, they could call it a fight, but they're just gonna spar, so he's just gonna pull up literally. In case I sent him a video, I think, of him Googling like what is sparring, and then he sent it to him.
That's pathetic.
Dude, Dax is gonna get fucking smacked, and people are actually like on Dax's side sometimes. That's how jaded these people are.
No, you gotta like be more realistic and not a sociopath, and just realize like, look,
Dude, that's like me going up to my master or my teacher in
and
jiu-jitsu
you
and
can
being
choke 'em
like,
out.
"What's up, fam? Let's
like,
go.
Like, let's fucking go right now.
Let's fucking go right now." Like I've never.
Like, realistically,
You're
not gonna win one.
You gotta stay in your lane.
You're not gonna win one by far.
No,
dude.
Dax, stick to rapping, please. You're good at that. I do not think you're gonna be good at boxing, KSI.
Dude, everyone wants to fight these days. You know how many people are getting
It's
into
for
like,
like
fighting?
clout. He's on the No Jumper podcast. Officially
Oh
saying
my
like
God.
he's saying Dax is on the No Jumper saying in 2019 we're changing the word cloud chaser into a good thing. And KSI making fun. He's like, wow, that's so sad. Like he's selling his. KSI says that he's selling his ego and selling his pride for clout. And that's basically what Dax did to a certain extent to get this big.
Basically.
And a lot of work. I'm not going to deny that. He's put a lot of work in. As he likes to remind us in every song, he was a janitor.
Yeah, exactly.
He was a janitor.
Yeah, literally every song he says he's a janitor. I mean, I get it now by now.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's not a boxer, though. He's not.
He was a janitor, but not a boxer.
I mean, he can probably clean floors better than KSI. I'm gonna be honest with you.
He can unclog toilets.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be sad.
And honestly, like I think Dax can rap better than KSI. That's because I like American rap though more than UK rap. But I think Dax can rap more, like not more, or he can rap better than KSI.
Fluently better.
I like Dax more than KSI rapping wise. I love KSI rapping too though. I'm one of the few people that like him.
Yeah.
But dude, KSI's gonna bitch you. There's no way.
No, sure, dude. You can't win, dude. Like, I know you had to humble yourself, dude. When I started jiu-jitsu,
you humble yourself.
Yeah, when I started jiu-jitsu, I humbled myself. I'm like, okay, I didn't think about my strength. I didn't say like, look, I'm a big guy. Like, I can bench like 225. Like, I don't think of that. I'm like, okay, this dude has been in jiu-jitsu for 6 months, still a white belt, and he could probably choke me out. Like, I don't have any ego at all.
That's a lot of, Joe Rogan says a lot of times that the reason a lot of people leave jiu-jitsu or stop jiu-jitsu is because they can't handle the ego bitching.
Yeah.
Because you come in and you're like, yeah, I'm a god. And then you get fucked.
You do.
Up.
Because they get around you so quickly and you don't know what's going on. Like, that's the one thing I that happens to me. Like, they'll get around you, dude. And like experience really does show. It really does. Like, when after 2 months into jiu-jitsu, like, I started with a new guy, but didn't even do anything. He's never even done it. And it was so easy for me to, like, choke him out, get him in a guillotine or something. It was very easy. But, yeah exactly.
It is. Last time I went to a class by myself, there was this, also, I'm bigger, stronger, and taller than this guy. But either way, this dude's trying to, like, he's in my guard. No, yeah, he's in my guard, and he's trying to bench his way out. And I tell him, I'm like, stop, and he doesn't do it. And I'm like, all right, you're going to get armbar now.
Yeah.
Flip him over, and I'm like, and he's like, oh, wow. And I'm like, see? And I don't do anything negative. I don't fuck him up. And I'm like, let's do that again. I show him how to get out. You have to teach people.
You have to.
The problem arises when you just get bitch slapped every day and nobody's trying to help you.
Oh, for
That's why there has to be kind of a family mentality, especially in jiu-jitsu gyms.
Of course. My gym is very like that. Like, even my master, the first day, he's like, look, like, you're not coming here to fight. You're coming here to learn. You know? Like, you come here to learn. And some people, I know there's this one guy there that his ego's through the roof. He's like a white belt, and he's gone less than me, and he bought like a blue gi, one of those expensive ones, and
a show-yo roll.
Yeah, he has like one of those.
He's got that hype beast.
Yeah, he has that expensive mouth guard, and he's like, you know, he just thinks he's better than me, but I get him all the time.
There was this I told you there's this one really athletic like 23-year-old that boxed a lot, and he came in for jiu-jitsu, and this dude is legit. Like, I remember, no experience in jiu-jitsu. I couldn't tap him. he was never able to tap me, but I couldn't tap him because he was so strong. He was super lean, like 150, 5'10". This dude was cut.
Yeah.
But he couldn't tap me and I couldn't tap him because he was just really strong. Like, I'm strong too, but there comes a point where at the end of the day, it's just two white belts fucking each other up.
Yeah.
Like, if I was a blue belt, I would be able to kill him, but sometimes you just can't. And his positioning, like, he knows how to box, so he's really quick and agile, and his feet are quick. But he would always say, like, yeah, I'm this shit. Like, obviously not like that, but he would be like, yeah, I'm really good. I know that once I do 2 years of jiu-jitsu, I'm going to fuck people up with my boxing and jiu-jitsu mix. And I was like, all right, fair play. The last time I've been to my class recently. I haven't seen him.
I haven't seen him since.
I don't know if he quit or what happened to him, but people who come in there, they eventually just get humble and they leave.
Yeah, they realize, like, man, like, is it worth it? They get beat up pretty bad, and then they just, like, don't like it anymore.
Yeah, there was an era of my, like, maybe 6, 7, 8 months ago. I was going to jiu-jitsu
4 times a week, 5 times a week?
4 or 5 times a week, and I was going to the gym 6 times a week. There are many times when I would wake up and I'll be like, is it worth it?
Yeah.
It hurts. It
You
really
learn
does.
a lot, man. You do learn a lot. I learned, like, how to humble myself through jiu-jitsu. Like, I'm not even doing it just to show off or anything, you know? Like, I love it. Like, it's fun, you know? It's like I go there knowing that I'm safe, that my master's going to teach me, and I'm not going to be pressured into doing things, you know? Just go in there, learn, get out, come back, do the same thing. You know, you really build yourself like that.
You're basically building not muscle, but intelligence.
Yeah,
you're
it's more
learning.
intelligence.
I think Joe Rogan calls it learning a different language.
Yeah, it is like learning a
You're
different
learning
language,
a different
man.
language.
Like, a lot of times, man, when I go up against, like kids, man, like, they know how to do it, but, like, they're just not doing it properly. And I have to, like, teach them, you know? I do, like, show them, like, look, like, don't just wear yourself out in the beginning. You always try to...
Yeah, and then there's the inverse, too. When you get fucked up by a 15-year-old kid, that's when you really start to beat in your manhood.
Dude, like, those 15-year-old, 16-year-old kids, they know how to, like, beat the shit out of people.
There's 13-year-old kids or 14-year-old kid that will, like, fuck me up on a regular basis sometimes.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing.
Didn't you say, like if you take jiu-jitsu for a little bit, you're basically going to kick everyone's ass?
Well,
most of the people's ass? Like 90%?
I've never been in a street fight. Gotta let everyone know that.
No, I've been in some.
But I know that, like, just from taking, like, if you're a blue belt, if you're a high blue belt, you probably know more than most people in the world.
Oh, of course.
That don't do jiu-jitsu, or even as a white belt. Like, I'll teach some people. Like, it sounds so cocky because
I know
it really,
but it's not.
But, like, my friends will come up, and I'm when I'm in it, I'm passionate about it. So I'll be like, hey, can I show you a triangle? And they're like, that's not gonna work.
Yeah. They get freaked out.
I tapped this. This is white belt shenanigans right here. I was in Colombia at a party. Such a bad idea. Please don't do this, people. If you get past this, we were drunk. Oh my god, what a horrible idea. We were drunk, and I was showing some jiu-jitsu, and this dude got in my triangle, and he was joking, like, stab, like, oh, I can kill you from here. And I was like, yeah, you can, but you don't have a knife right now, so you couldn't. And he's like, stab, and I'm talking to him like, just wait. And he was like, oh, it's not that tight. And then he's like, stab, and then I turn around, I talk to someone, and I turn around, this dude's
eats out.
Dude, I freaked. I was like, oh, I'm about to catch a manslaughter case, dude. I like flipped him over, like a good 10 seconds. I'm just snoring, and I was like, oh, I knocked this dude out, bro. And everyone was so drunk they didn't even realize. Yeah. And he got up and he was like, oh, I'm good, nothing happened. He was like, no, you didn't knock me out. And I was like, dude, like, you were on the floor. He was like, nah, whatever. I was like, all right.
Yeah, that's the one thing about like an organized, like, kind of like thing like that. Like, a lot of people don't know where to start too. Like, people get intimidated by jiu-jitsu, you know, like, or like they get intimidated by the gym or something, or starting a podcast too, you know. They just get intimidated. They don't know where this is gonna go, or they try it and they say they did it, and then they continue on with they get cozy with their normal schedule, and they go back and they just give up, man. It's really sad, you know. And that's one thing that bothers me a lot in the day, because I've talked to a lot of my friends. They all want to do jiu-jitsu, podcast, whatever.
Never started.
Exactly. And that's what bothers me. Yeah.
The one problem I have with jiu-jitsu, and I mean, trust me, this is a white belt talking about something that's been going on for 50 years now, probably more than 50 years, but is that a lot of times the way classes are scheduled is you go in, you learn a move, you do it, then you learn another move. And so a lot of times I'll be talking to people that just joined, and they'll be like, "What the fuck is going on?" They're like, "I don't know how to do this," and I was like, "Okay," and then they learn it, and they're like, "Yeah, I learned." I'm like, "No, you didn't." I'm like, "Okay, do it to me." They're freaking out, and the next class they're like, "I forgot how to do last class move," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's how it works. You just have to keep coming, and eventually it'll stick."
It's like it's like they teach you it, and then they basically throw you in, and they're just like, okay,
trial by fire.
Like, see if you can do it.
Yeah, it's trial by fire.
Like, but the thing is, when you're in an actual real match, like a rolling like match, like it's not like organized. The guy's not gonna sit still while you do it. You know?
Oh, it's amazing. And if you go against an upper belt, you think you got shit under control, and then they'll actually put in the strength.
Yeah.
And you're like, there have been times where I remember I almost did though, catch my master and
Oh yeah, you told me.
And everyone was like, "Oh, you almost had him," and he was like, "You almost had me," and then he chuckles and fucks my shit up because he was clearly being like coy with me,
dude.
And then there's brown belts too that are like, "Here, do this," and I try to do it, and they're like, "No, you fucked up," and then I'm like, "Oh, please stop." Dude, people who have years on you and experience, they can crank it up to an 11 and fuck you up.
Dude, my master is like 50 plus. Like he's like a 55-year-old maybe. He just got his 6th degree. And man, he's shorter than me. I'm like 5'7".
For anyone who doesn't know what that means, it's 10 years minimum to black belt normally, unless you're GSP. And then I think it's per stripe 2 to 3 years. About
2 to 3. He's been doing it for like 35 years.
Yeah.
So over 35 years. But like I'm about 5'7", 5'8" on a good day, 5'9" on Tinder. But what I'm saying is that like he's shorter than me. He's like maybe 5'4". Maybe 5'3", 5'4".
No way.
5'4". Yeah, he's 5'4".
My dude, this dude's a lamppost.
Oh, 5'5" maybe. But like he's
so really short.
He's like he's he's like a good guy, you know. He's very, I guess he's healthy, you know. I don't really know, but like he doesn't look like the guy that, you know. He's not like built and, you know, big and, you know.
He doesn't look like a tiger.
He can take down like a 6'2" dude easy.
100%.
Easy.
100%.
I've seen it. I've seen it too.
There's a what's it called? There's multiple videos of UFC fighters getting attacked on the street.
Yeah,
there's one video I forgot. I think it's Carlos Mencia. Is it Carlos Mencia?
Carlos Mencia, the comedian?
Not Carlos Mencia. It's Carlos Mencia with someone else, maybe. Or I'm just talking on my ass. It's a UFC fighter. Yeah, why is it Carlos Mencia? Carlos Mencia is the guy Joe Rogan hates, actually.
I don't like Carlos Mencia.
I don't know. He steals jokes. But anyway, there's this UFC fighter.
Okay.
And he's sitting at a restaurant, and then someone's shouting in his face, like, fuck you. And they're like, let it go. Fuck you. And he's like, really? Fuck me, for like 5 minutes. And then all of a sudden, he's sitting down, dude's over him, like screaming at him. And he just goes for a double leg.
Yeah.
And he holds him. I think he holds him in a rear naked choke, and this dude gets like knocked out immediately.
Yeah, easy, dude.
And it's funny because people don't know what to do.
Yeah, people don't know what to do.
I grabbed one of my best friends, Jorge, in Mexico City. He had a jacket on, and I was like, "Here, I'll loop choke you," which is one of my favorite. I think I did it to you too.
You showed me a loop choke.
Yeah, just fucking, this is my favorite thing to do. Mm-hmm. And I did it with a jacket on, and he was like, "That's not gonna work." And I ripped it on him, and I injured his neck. I didn't injure his neck, but like he said that it hurt. Like didn't cut his hair full, but that it hurt. Because he wasn't expecting it to be like that.
Yeah, dude.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not even organized. Like, imagine if you're a good purple belt.
Yeah.
And you grab someone that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing and that thinks they can fight. Joe Rogan talks about this all the time. Dude. People think they can fight, and then they get slapped the fuck up.
Yeah, dude.
They think they can fight, and then all of a sudden they're on the ground, and they're like, oh, and then they start realizing like, oh my god, what if I put myself into? And then you have this dude that just knows. There was also a story that Joe Rogan tells. I forgot who, but it was Joe Rogan, Eddie Bravo, and another UFC fighter. I think it was in a hotel room.
Yeah.
And some dude knocks on his door, and he's like, "Yo, this is my room, whatever." And Joe's like, "Shut the fuck up, it's my room." They walk out. I forgot what UFC fighter it is, but this dude picked the wrong person to fight because there's at least 45 years of jiu-jitsu experience between both of them, between all three of them.
Yeah.
And they're screaming at him, and it's this UFC champion. I forgot who it was. And this dude like screaming at him and pushes him, and the dude ends up like, he's like, all right, I'll deal with this, and he just ends up destroying this dude. Like he puts him in a choke or whatever.
Yeah. And
he's like, do we put him to sleep? And I think they're like, yeah. And he's like, all right, good night. And he puts him to sleep, I think. Mm-hmm. And then the security guards rush, and he's like, yo, what happened? And they're like, oh shit, Joe Rogan, is that you, Joe Rogan? And they're like, yeah, man. They start talking to him.
Oh,
He's
I've
like
heard
on
this
the
story.
on the floor asleep, I think.
I've heard of this story.
And they're like, what happened? He's like, oh, this happened, this happened, this happened. They're like, oh, what a dumbass. And they just like drag him out.
yeah, man. Like, dude, like people think they can fight, man, but like they've never gone against somebody that can actually grapple or box, maybe, or like, dude, I did Taekwondo for about 5 years. I'm a second-degree black belt in that. And I've gotten a street fight.
I envy the ability to kick. I can't kick for sure.
I used to be really flexible, dude. I used to do my black belt training. One of the tests I had to do was like doing like a double roundhouse kick in the air, and I had to snap a board. That was like probably one of the craziest things I've ever done. And what I got from that is like the ability to kick, obviously, and I guess discipline, like humbled. It really did humble me. And I really wanted to get in jujitsu for a while, but then you did it, so I was like, fuck it, it's time, you know. And I think that people like should learn like ways to fight, because it's really rough out there, dude.
There's always a moment in a sport or anything that you go, oh, this is what it's like. Yeah. For me, it was when I played football.
So you're welcome to your
I
NFL
was getting
moment.
fucked up. I was getting, because anyway, I don't know if I said this last podcast, but I used to be 5'9", 5'10", 150 pounds, skin and bones, like bad skinny. You've seen pictures of me.
Yeah.
If you ever go follow me on Instagram, Christian.munioz.
Yeah, dude.
Or you can probably follow
different.
him, Russell Ham.
Russell Ham.
There's some skinny me's out there. And I used to play football with savages, like people who were like 6 feet or 6 foot, 185. Like I was getting destroyed. And like I would go through my trainings and I could still, like I would get smashed and my body would hurt, but I would still play because I loved it. And in my first game, I had never understood until that game, actually, and I watched a lot of the NFL too, a lot of NFL. Never understood that cornerbacks can block for the first 5 yards. The receivers.
Yeah.
Russell. I went up. I like lazy went up 5 yards to run my route, and I didn't get bitched. Like I didn't fall on the ground or anything. But this dude hit me so hard. Yeah. This cornerback hit me so hard that I was like, like, oh my god, I felt like a pussy. I was like, oh my god, this is what football is like. And then every time I was like, this dude clearly had like 25 pounds on me. Yeah. So every time I would go up against him, he would just hit me first 5 yards, and I couldn't get past him. And I was like, oh my god, this is what it's like.
It is what it's like, man.
This is what it's like.
Dude, like when I started jiu-jitsu, I thought it was gonna be like somewhat like easier, dude.
Until your neck snaps in the wrong way.
Because most of the people in my class are like 30, 40, 50-year-old guys, huge guys, and I'm usually up to them. Yeah, some of them are roided up, I swear, and it's hard, man. But I don't care. I just show up, dude.
You just have to not care.
Dude, they're friends at the end of the day. Dude, we talk crap like afterwards.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so at the end of the day, you're friends, but like in football games, you're not.
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
No.
Like there's kind of like this hate between you, because there's a physical. Like if you compete in jiu-jitsu, you're not friends.
No.
It's an opponent. This dude's trying to rip, like as Eddie Bravo says, this dude's trying to rip your head off. Yeah. You're practicing play killing is what they say.
I like play killing. That's good word for it.
Yeah. Eddie Bravo says that it's like a real life VR game. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, when you tap, you're basically saying you can kill me, let me go, please. Yeah,
basically.
And you have to trust them to let you go.
Yeah,
you could kill someone. If you get someone in a rear naked choke and they don't know how to get out, and they're tapping and you don't tap and you don't let go, you kill them.
Look at those arm bars, leg bars, bro. You just snapped your shit.
Dude, knee bars? Like I think I'd prefer to get arm barred. I don't know. But if you get, I don't know if you've been caught in a good knee bar.
No, never.
It's when your leg basically was back.
I know what you mean. I've seen it.
My guy. It's a pain that painful, you feel rarely, because it's so strange to you, because you all of a sudden your knee is going up instead of down, and you're like, oh my god, what is this?
It is a dangerous sport, man. Like I know some of the people, like one of the guys who was like, yeah, I tore my ACL last time we were doing jiu-jitsu. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
This 14-year-old kid that always fucks me up that I told you about. Yeah. He competed once at his age, and he said that he went up against a lot of girls, and he was like, what should I do, to the coach? And the coach was like, just fuck him up. And he said, listen, when we're trying to train, you don't injure anyone. That's a known thing.
Of course.
You do not finish the submission. Because a lot of people would just fucking crank it. You should never do that because you trust them. They're supposed to be your family.
Of course, yeah.
And he said that here. He was like, fuck him up. So this dude, he said that every time girls went in for he would just wait, and girls would go in for a double leg, and he would guillotine them and raise them above the ground, and they would immediately tap.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a neck crank, too. If
Dude.
you grab him here and you pull him up, that's a neck crank right there.
Dude, one time...
he sent a lot of girls home crying, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, but he won. He got gold, dude.
Dude, one time I choked out this, like, girl. She was a 1-stripe white belt, and I got her. Like, it was in the first 5 seconds. She went down. She put her head down. Like, she went down.
So embarrassing. That's
downwards.
Me, it's the worst.
I grabbed her head.
Yeah, you guillotined her.
And I guillotined her from the front. And
you know why that happens?
Yeah, because...
No, but you know why?
Why?
Why you were able to guillotine her?
Because
she went for a double leg, right?
Yeah, double leg.
So when you go for a double leg, your knee is basically supposed to hit the ground.
Yeah.
Your back's supposed to be straight.
Yes.
And your head is supposed to be on the other side. So, like, if I'm going in on this side, on your left side, on your right side, my left side, my head is supposed to be on the left side.
All right.
So that way you can't secure the guillotine correctly.
Yeah.
She probably went.
She messed
she probably
up.
put your head here, and then you just.
Yeah, she went there, finished it, dude. 5 seconds and over, dude.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's like you gotta. It's dangerous sport, man. I can just crack this girl's neck.
It really is, and there's a lot of females out there that can probably fuck us up
will
too.
Fuck you up.
But like my coach always, there's this
Yeah.
like 120 pound, like 110 pound girl, like 5'5", that goes to my gym too, and she's like the first one I ever like talked to when I started training.
Mm-hmm.
I could probably fuck her up nowadays, but because at the end of the day, there are limitations to your strength and abilities. Like,
of course,
if a 5'5" girl, the reason a lot of people say jiu-jitsu is the gentle, I forgot how to say gentle sport. It's like the gentle sport.
Gentle sport. Okay.
And it's supposed to be for the little men. So it's not.
Yeah,
for.
that's what they're. That's what. They
If there's one
you.
attacker, so like if there's a sixth, like if I'm going up against, if I were to, I don't want to say that. If I were to sexually assault a female,
My God.
theoretically, and I just went up to this girl who's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and she's like 5'5", 110,
And you don't know jujitsu.
and I don't know jiu-jitsu, and have no weapons on me, she could probably destroy me.
Of course.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. But if I do know, like Chewy Jiu-Jitsu, this dude on YouTube says that he knows blue belts and purple belts, these big guys that will destroy a black belt girl because they're just stronger.
Yeah, they're stronger.
They're just stronger.
Yeah,
They're just
dude.
stronger.
Like sometimes it's like that, man.
Sometimes it really do be like that sometimes, bro.
Dude.
Yeah, sometimes you just, that's why you gotta go to the gym, bro.
There's this. I know we have like, I know yellow belt doesn't really exist. Does it exist? Yellow belt?
So yellow belt,
It's like
green belt
intermediate,
are
right?
for kids.
Yeah, for kids. I remember this
Or
one
for
kid.
intermediate. So like there's a lot of kids in my gym that could be considered blue belts, but they're young, so the IBJJF doesn't allow them to be blue belts.
I remember this one kid. He was like 16, and I went up against him. I was like, this is my like third class, and like, dude, I had the grown man strength, you know? Like, I'm not even a grown man yet, dude, but I have strength on him, and I got him in guillotines. Like, I got out of his side control, and I choked him out.
You really shouldn't do that, though.
Yeah,
Because, like, you shouldn't muscle, but, like, that kid that will fuck me up,
Yeah.
a lot of times will have my back.
Yeah.
And I will death grip his left arm
Yeah.
a lot of times. And he's told me, like, he's laughed behind me, like, while he, like, whispers into my ear.
Yeah.
And he's like, he told me once, like, your strength isn't fair. And I laughed my ass off, and I was like, dude, I told him, you have so many months on me that what more can I do?
Yeah,
Than to outstrength you, dude. Like, there's no other way.
This is my third class, too.
It's like,
I'm like, what am I?
It's my third day out here, bro.
It's
I don't know.
my third day out here, dude.
I gotta outstrength my way out of here.
Well, I don't know
There's no way.
jujitsu. You know, I just show up, dude.
I just know how to bench press and bicep curl, bro.
I know how to get in guard. That's about it. That's all I can do. You know, it's like, what do you expect me to do, man? Like, they taught me 3 moves. They literally taught me 3 moves.
And I only remember one of them.
Yeah, I only remember one of them. Like, and you're not in that position, so I'm gonna go use my strength on your head. You know.
Exactly. Yeah. That's literally it. Sometimes you just gotta. That's why you just gotta learn, bro.
I love it, dude. I love the sport, man. Like, it's great. You know. I was thinking about getting into some other things, but I would love to just be focused.
Like I said, I'm waiting. I wait to be a purple belt, and then I'm gonna start doing some MMA. I want to do at least one amateur fight before I die.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I
That'd
can
be
already
real
see.
fun, dude.
I can already see posting on my Instagram account me getting knocked the fuck out cold on the canvas right there. My eye bleeding.
Yeah, it'd be fun though. It'd be fun. Just like a little amateur fight, dude.
I have to experience what it is to get punched in the face by someone who knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
I'd
Have you
love
ever
it.
been in a fight, dude? Oh, I've been in.
I told you I've been in maybe 2. One, this dude, I was like 11 though. It was this bully. He's like 14 years old. I just turned around and socked him in the fucking nose, and then he went ground and pounded me inside a bus.
Yeah.
For a good 30 seconds. I ended up crying. I just left. But he never fucked with me again because I punched him. And then the other time was I was fucking around with this dude, and he just grabbed me in a rear. Like, that wasn't even fair. I was walking. All of a sudden, he grabbed me in a rear naked choke.
Asshole.
And he was like, "Say sorry." And I was like,
Say
couldn't get out because I didn't know how to. And already had it sunk in, bro.
Should have grabbed his hair and just pulled.
He had no hair. He had short hair.
Oh,
and I don't know what to do. My friends were like, "Well, we'll let him go, let him go." And eventually he let me go. And I said sorry because I did kind of cross a line. I was like joking about his mom.
Oh.
And yeah, we were all ragging on him, and I took it one step too far apparently. But we were still friends when we left. Like I just said sorry, and you know how men deal with shit.
Yeah.
But that's basically it. That's basically it. I've swung on people. I swung on Canales once.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
never swung on my friends.
No, but it was because it's like when we were friends for like a year, and he came up to me, and I was talking to this girl, flirting with this girl in high school, and he came up to me and he like hit me in the balls. You know how like guys will do that? Like,
Yeah.
they'll just slap you.
Yeah,
and he
awful.
hit me in the balls, but it hurt.
Yeah.
If any ladies are watching this, if you hit a man in
Like
the
a light
testicles
tap.
from the bottom up and like hit
Even
him,
of a light tap.
oh my god, that hurts so much.
That'll kill you.
And I instantly
It makes you have a stomach ache.
I
don't know if you
instantly
have.
swung. I tried to right hook him, and he boxed at that time. It fucked my ass up. He weaved under it, and he looked at me and he was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "I am so sorry." And I hugged him and I was like, "I'm so
gave
sorry,
you that
bro."
one too, dude.
I was well, Canales once swung on another friend of mine, on Kentaro.
Oh my
his
god,
name.
dude.
I told you we were talking about my girlfriend at the time, Sophia, and he called her a slut.
Jesus Christ.
He was like, "He's a slut. She's a slut." And Canales was like, "Shut the fuck up." And I was like, "Just shut the fuck up, Kentaro." He was on my basketball team at the time.
Yeah, fuck you, dude.
And Kentaro was like, "She's a slut, bro, whatever." He was salty because she rejected him.
Yeah, dude. You deserve it.
Dude, Canales fucking hooked him, chipped him on the face.
Yeah, I remember
and
that.
He was like, "Shut the fuck up." And Kentaro was like, "Whoa." He's like, "Whoa, I'm sorry." Like, damn, you actually hit me. That's like the first thing you said.
I noticed like a lot of times like I don't know, a lot of the Instagram people, people like they just never got swung at or something,
It's all fun and games until you're actually in the fight,
dude,
bro.
I've gone to fights, bro. I remember when I was like 17, went outside of a gym, and then some dude just ran taller than me. He ran, just took my phone, and I ran after him. I caught up to him, grabbed his
so
neck.
dangerous.
Yeah, grabbed his
He probably
arm.
could have shot at you if you had a gun.
If he had a gun, yeah, I know it was dumb, but I was in high school. I didn't give a fuck, dude.
I never met a man who was bulletproof, dude.
Dude, I never met a man, but I took the risk. I grabbed him, punched him twice in the face and the nose. And,
Did you knock him out?
Yeah, I knocked him out.
That's the thing. You shouldn't have knocked him out. Well, I mean, obviously.
Yeah, but he swung at me
I'm
first.
saying,
He swung at me first.
dude, if you knock someone out on concrete, there's a very high percentage that might be dead.
Oh no, he's alive. No, he was breathing. Afterwards, like he was like
That's not how it
very
works,
breathing. Oh no.
That's not how it works.
No,
Brain damage doesn't work like that,
No,
dude.
no, he wasn't like knocked out cold.
Oh, okay.
He was like,
I was saying because I honestly think that
and it wasn't concrete. It was grass.
Thank you. I was about to say
Okay.
this is coming from a man who hasn't been in a fight yet.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if you guys want to swing on me, come at me. No worries.
Mm-hmm.
But I would move it to the grass immediately. I'd be like, "Listen, if you want to fight, let's do it on the grass."
No, I'm
because
not getting
I don't understand
concussions.
why people love to fight on concrete, dude. No, fuck a concussion.
Dude, they're
People
cracked
die
skulls, dude.
Often
Mm-hmm.
on
Yep.
concrete.
Yeah.
People hit people don't understand. Oh, why is canvas the way it is on a boxing? If you go to an MMA fight,
Yeah.
or if you go to the octagon or a boxing ring, and you kind of scrape your hand on the canvas, it's really sticky.
It's very.
It's like you can actually cut yourself. Like if you.
It's
Why do you think a lot of
sandpaper
MMA fighters get cut when they're not even fighting, or they get rashes?
Mhm.
It's because they're rolling on it.
Yeah.
It's really sticky and kind of springy. It's kind of like a
Very
low-key trampoline type. So if you hit yourself and when your head impacts, because think of it, you're literally a tower. So once you fall down, it's like a whiplash effect on your head. And the only thing separating your brain from your skull is a couple centimeters of liquid.
Mm-hmm.
Your brain would just get fucking smashed. So imagine that on concrete. Dude, fighters get concussions all the time when they're fighting and they fall on canvas that is made for that.
Yeah.
So imagine getting fucking hit with a bare knuckle, then smashing your teeth and face on concrete.
Oh, dude,
You're absolutely done for.
Dude, that's it, dude. It's hard. Shit's hard, dude. But yeah, man, he was on the grass. And then I just punched him twice. He was like, oh, and then the cops came, security came, and all that.
You left though, right?
Yeah, like the security guard came and he was like,
Quite this, like, oh, sorry, I didn't do my job.
yeah. And he was like, I'm sorry. Yeah, I remember that's what he said. That shit was crazy though. But yeah, man, like not a lot of people have experienced like real world fights, you know, or anything like that. They're just living comfortable lives.
Yeah, so our recommendation here on 2M1T,
Mhm.
2M1T,
2-1-1-2.
is go fight a random person
Yes.
on grass though. Be
And
conscious.
learn jujitsu.
Learn jujitsu. Go
And see
do a
what you
week
can
of
do.
jujitsu and then just go try to fuck someone up on the street.
Let's see.
It'll go over well. Tweet
I
at
say
us.
so. Let's
I'll put our tweet in. I'll put our Twitter on the
Twitter.
description.
Yeah.
Tweet at us.
Tweet it
Tweet at us your random fight videos. I endorse it. We endorse it. We
Yeah,
endorse
man.
running from fat people
Running from
and
fat
attacking people on the street randomly
and knowing that you're not going to make it to the NFL. and
crushing dreams. That's what we also endorse.
crushing dreams.
I think that's a show, dog. 2 hours and 40 minutes.
2 hours and 40 minutes of the show, second episode. It's a very long one today.
Very long one. But hey, if you got here, we appreciate you. We really do.
Yeah.
We'll never fight you on the street if we see you.
No, we'll say hello.
And if you're fat, we won't run away, we promise.
No, all this is for the show.
Is it though?
No, I don't know.
That's what we say. But,
That's what you say.
like we
but
say, we don't
you
drink.
know.
We've never drinking and drive. We don't smoke weed over here in Florida because that would be a crime. We never do anything that's illegal. We're just 20. We're just a 21 and a 22-year-old. We do our life safe and sound, dog. And
Safe
legal.
and sound. We go to college.
And go to college. That's
we
what
go
we do.
to college. Yeah, that's it.
Anyway, we're about to go to the gym. Subscribe. I put your link in the channel last time, so it's
Okay, good.
Brussels Russell. Is it Brussels?
Brussels Russell.
You need to change that shit, dude.
When I have a concrete name, I will.
Russell, your name, dog. I'm not gonna drop your last name if you don't want it.
Yeah. No, you
So-
already did. That's
Did I?
fine. Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
That's fine.
Sorry. Well, my name is Munoz. If you
Yeah. No, you're good.
please don't dox me. I already gave away my whole schedule, so I might as well be fucked. Christian Munoz, Russell Ham. Follow him, Brussels Russell.
Russell Russell on YouTube and Brussels Ham on.
I'll drop our socials in the
Instagram.
back. I'll
Yep.
drop our socials. Subscribe to this channel.
We will continue to.
We'll continue. I'm gonna
keep doing
post a subreddit video on the fucking
Yeah.
dying to be fat real soon, and probably another philosophy video. So I've been lacking.
Yeah.
My bad.
We're just gonna continue. Uploading.
We're trying to do
content.
weekly. I'm trying to make this man come bi-weekly though, so I'll
Yeah.
let you know on that. And peace, I guess.
Yeah.
Have a good whatever I say at the end. It's
Mm-hmm.
have a good day, night,
day.
afternoon, wherever you're seeing this shit, and peace.
Peace.